Hey ho! Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Oddcast podcast.
Off the record.
I'm Blackie.
I'm Erica.
Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you all. We're having a bit of an issue. We don't have our guest right now. She might pop in later. But so we'll go on with the show. But first, let's talk.
Let's chat.
So yeah.
So happy 4th of July weekend, everybody.
Absolutely.
I know there have been lots of events, and it's the 250th birthday of America.
Yes.
So we've been delighted with that. And I was just looking. I know Chad's like super, super, super patriotic. And
Declaration of Constitution.
I mean, I'm patriotic, but Chad's like
overboard.
Big time. Yeah. And I just was looking at our intro. I'm like, it's so appropriate for this show, this particular episode this weekend. So anyhow, yeah.
How was everybody's weather for it? Did everybody get to have fireworks? And
oh, Greg.
All right, Greg still has all his fingers. You would have been one of them that I would have thought.
I saw that. I know it's not funny, but I saw that it was like a cake somebody had posted on, I believe, on the Woodwalkers group. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, about fingers.
Yeah.
Hey, it's true though. I mean,
it is true.
I could remember back in the day when we used to play with the M80s, and I think that's like a quarter stick of dynamite, and we'd throw them in people's trash cans. And
hey, why don't you tell them about the smoke bombs you lit the other day?
Oh yeah, I was trying. So I want to get some military grade gas smoke grenades. So I thought I've got a couple old smoke grenades, not grenades, but smoke bombs. Let's see how they work. And of course, it's like, like lighting a cigarette with one of them. That's how much smoke comes off of them. And then the other one's about like having wet wood on a campfire. So it's not like they're really going to do anything if you need to use them for. It's like you could throw it and then you're going to run through it and you're going to, somebody's going to find you and shoot you. Anyway, but yeah, one of these days I'm going to get some smoke grenades. Oh, we're going to show you something here real quick. The day before, it was July 3rd. We had some crazy weather come through.
It was.
And
lots of storms.
Yeah.
We actually had flooding, like big time flooding earlier in the week.
Yeah, we had over 6 inches of rain in 3 days. And it was, we live on top of a plateau. So we're lucky, but we get a lot of flash flooding to start with. And then everybody down the mountain gets the flash flooding. But it was pretty crazy here. It was like a torrential downpour for hours.
Yeah, that first one.
The first one.
Then this other one was less than an inch of rain. Is that?
It was just less of an inch, but okay. it was only what, an hour and a half worth of rain.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
It was the lightning. It was the lightning show.
Our power had gone out.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't on Beards and Boogers, because our power kept going in and out.
But
I wasn't going to mess with it.
I caught an awesome video of the lightning, so I'm about to play that because it was so cool. It's only 4 seconds long, so I'll probably play it a couple of times.
And just for you people that are just getting here, we haven't heard from our guest. She, I think, is on Mountain Time at the time in, but it could be miscommunication. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Plus, I don't know about y'all, but I know this weekend in particular has been junk for Facebook, like uploads.
Junk.
And I mean, it has. It's been just dragging, about anything I've used technologically, especially Facebook, has been dragging to load whatever it is. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this video of some awesome lightning from our house.
We probably would have gotten a lot more pictures, but Chad kept running his mouth and saying like, "Oh, look how cool that is! Oh my gosh, yeah."
Here it is again.
This went on for hours.
It was wild.
And Sandman says YouTube sometimes tells me an hour off, but the countdown clock is always correct.
Okay.
I don't trust the time thing. I hate it with YouTube and Facebook. It seems like they're you never get notifications when you should. Or
thanks, Michigan. Okay, one more time. so cool. I know. I'm sorry if anybody is bothered by lightning, but you can't really hear it. So just, it was that look.
This was
there,
our
so.
pre-4th of July show. Yeah, it was pretty. So anyway, it was pretty cool. What state are we in? We are in Tennessee. We're in Middle Tennessee, about as Middle Tennessee as you can get to the right, and about as Middle Tennessee as you can get from the east. Whatever. East calls us
on the border.
East calls us east, and west, or middle calls us middle. So it's
real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Thanks to our moderators for being here.
Yes, and thank you everybody for being here. Again, we're waiting on our guest. If she doesn't show, we're gonna probably just chat like this. We're gonna continue Misty and Greg's night owl. Their small night owl they just had on their show.
Their pre-night owl.
Their pre-night owl show.
Somebody just moved to Chattanooga. Oh, that's awesome, Blue.
Awesome,
I know it's
yes.
so much warmer there than where we are, but I've spent some time in Chattanooga, just visiting, and it's grown so much. Like really any other city or town in Tennessee, it's grown so much over the last several years. And there's so much to do in Chattanooga. And I think you're Eastern time zone.
And go down to Sandman had some. Can I be a mod? Once I figure out how you can be a mod, I'll make you a mod for sure.
Heck yeah, I know you're always here, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still a beginner with the whole how to make people mods in there. I know Gary's a mod, and there's a few other people I made mods in the beginning, but it's been so long since I made a moderator. I don't know. Maybe Pops could slide me a messenger, and we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, how was everybody's July 4th? I know we asked that, and I don't know if we even heard from anybody, but hope everybody had a great one. Hope the weather was perfect for you. I know that the big 250th celebration went on all over the place, to be honest with you. That's what everybody was celebrating. But the one in DC, they canceled a little early and then came back and finished it because of the weather. But I know my buddies, Jeff and Jerry over in Maryland, they got some weather south of them that was pretty bad. So,
yeah, I was going to bring that up too. I caught something briefly today on YouTube, I believe, and it was somebody in Pennsylvania saying that they had sustained a lot of damage, and there were orchards being closed that weren't even going to open up for this year. So, I know I'm a member of the garden club here, and we went on a tour of, garden members' homes, to see their gardens. And that was earlier this week. Well, Friday is when we had that storm. And so yesterday morning, everybody was texting, and unfortunately, a lot of people had lost majority of their garden around here. It caused a lot of damage. It was a lot of cleanup. Even me, I don't have a huge garden, but it looked like straight line winds came through, and just a lot of things were sideways. It was a lot of cleanup that way. I try to just treat it as a maintenance thing because, it gave an opportunity to kind of get a closer look to the plants and what's healthy, what could be tossed, so it didn't take a ton of time for me to do cleanup, but it was a way to do maintenance, and just thankfully everything's up and pretty today.
We saw a lot of videos and pictures of people's gardens and corn knocked over. Just it got pretty.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of trees down around here. Again, we lost power and everything, but
yeah, it's funny because none of my plants on the balcony were affected, which is crazy because I have some pretty tall plants on there, but you never know. I mean, y'all know how storms go.
The power of Grayskull.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But hopefully everybody's doing good with their gardens.
And is everybody dealing with the heat well? I mean, I know that's a big deal. I can't believe over in Europe, I guess they don't believe in air conditioning, or they don't get hot enough to need air conditioning. I don't know, but they're paying for it now.
I think
unfortunately.
It's a climate, green earth kind of approach, like their rules or their regulations against it. I think that's really what it's.
Well, that's too bad. Hey, neighbor, our neighbor, Melissa Jamie's in here.
Yeah.
Hope everything
Very
went well with Jamie.
yes.
I heard everything went well, so that's good.
Very happy to see you.
Her husband had a little bit of gallbladder surgery issues,
Yeah.
or not issues with the surgery, but issues prior to going in for the surgery. That's why. Never mind. But yeah, it's been a hot one here. We are lucky being up where we're at because we're 5 to 10 degrees cooler than everybody in the flatlands of Tennessee. What I call it.
William, you have posted some really pretty pictures lately of your harvests. It's you're blessed. I love it. Like that just makes me excited to see what else, everybody's been able to pick from their gardens. Bobby doesn't do heat.
See, now Bobby, I'm opposite, and she thinks I'm weird for it. Growing up in Ohio, we have cold days longer than we do here in Tennessee. And I absolutely hate the cold. Hate it. Grew up playing hockey, hate the cold. You can throw this weather on me all day long and I'm sweating, big deal. Doesn't bother me. But you throw 30-degree weather on me and I'm angry all the time.
Well, I honestly think it's a different kind of cold too when you're in Ohio because there are
It's a dry cold.
No trees to block the wind.
That's true. There's no mountains or yeah. That's probably true. Yeah, we're like super flat. The west or the east side of Tennessee, of Ohio is pretty hilly and Hocking Hills and stuff like that. But
Sharon, you're in Belgium, right? Sharon has AC. Have 3 of them, 2 permanent ones.
Good for you.
That's
for you.
Nice. I can't imagine. And of course, I always think about, pets. I know they live outside mostly, but always think about keeping plenty of water for them and all of that, access shaded areas.
And I know we're preppers. We're supposed to prepare for the heat and everything. But when you have the convenience of air conditioning right now, you enjoy it. If it goes out, you know how to survive without it. So I'm just going to say that.
Michael X.
What's up, Brother X?
Heat finally broke today in North Alabama.
Awesome.
High temp only supposed to be 90 degrees.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
I know Misty was talking about, she's in East Tennessee, and she was talking about just how dreadful hot. I think it was over 100 for like the heat index today.
Oh boy. Yeah. We're lucky where we live because where Misty's at is probably 10 degrees difference.
Yeah.
I'm fat. I prefer cold weather. Well, you're naturally layered. Yes. I don't blame you.
Stop.
I'm not, Jeff. So cold weather, I hate. It goes straight to my bones.
Bobby, no, it gets hot in that area. Finally got a window air conditioner.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, Preble County. That's flatlands out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy.
Actually, that's not far from where we adopted our cat.
Yeah, right.
She was in West Manchester.
West Manchester. Yeah. She's here somewhere. She's getting to she's beyond her teenage phase, but once you feed her, that's it. She's gone. She disappears.
You know what?
Only our neighbor, Melissa, who's in chat, has any control over what Callie does, I think.
William, he said he's wonder how they did it in New Orleans in 1850.
Oh, with the heat?
When we visited last year, I remember that was like middle toward end of May, like mid-May, really. And I said to Chad, I can't believe how hot, even it was steamy hot then. I said, I can't believe how hot it is already. It's just May.
Oh, look at that Sandman. 77 in Michigan and rainy.
You got it pretty good.
I'd say so. Well, what I do for a 77-degree day. But you know what? I knew that moving south, it was going to be warmer, longer at least. I mean, I know that even Jerry and Jeff up in Maryland, their temperatures are hotter than they are here. So
I don't know, Sharon. She said everywhere she's been around there, they've had AC. I don't know.
It could. And here we go with Chad's conspiracy. It could be just, could be them just telling us that Europe doesn't have air conditioning because they're telling us how many people are dying from the heat, so that they can probably blame, the green agenda they've got. So Jeff's pre-gaming for his birthday tomorrow. Oh,
Well,
everybody!
happy early birthday,
Jeffrey,
Jeff.
birthday tomorrow. What are
That's
you, Jeff?
exciting.
12? I mean, 30. What are you, Jeff? 35? Something like that. I know you're in your 30s. Cool. Happy birthday, brother. I'm sure I'll tell you again tomorrow. The new air conditioning, our parents' house. Does anybody in chat not have air conditioning? That's what's interesting.
I'm pretty sure that Becca said that on their show.
Yes, that's right.
Which they're in Alabama. I just can't imagine,
No, the humidity. Hey, Standing Stones, how you doing, brother?
Let's see what Michigan's saying here.
Just saw a city in Texas got a heat bomb that pegged the thermometers at 140, then disappeared after 5 hours. I can't even imagine. That's just crazy.
No.
Yeah, well,
Hey, Standing Stone.
you got to know when you live there that that's the kind of weather you're going to get, to be honest with you. I know that's even higher than normal, but we know what's 37. Happy 37. Be 37 or you are 37?
I'm sure he'll be.
Okay. Well, happy upper 30s.
Michigan Sandman says birthdays are fun when you're young.
You know what? You're absolutely correct. Because now that I look at, I'll be 59 this year. And I think to myself, I never thought I would make it to 59, first of all, because I can remember being in high school and people talking about 50-year-olds. I'm like, oh God, 50, that's old. And here I hit 50 and I was like, oh, 50 is not bad. And now I'm going to be, 59. I'm like, well, I still feel good. 59 is not bad. But then I start looking at, how much closer I am to the other spectrum of, being old, because I'm not old. Don't let this gray hair fool you. It has nothing to do with age. So, yeah, 37. Okay, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. It was 102 here yesterday. Wow. Man. Yeah, it's been some crazy weather this year. I don't know if you guys ever watched our one show on weather manipulation or if you believe in it. I totally believe in it. I believe it's happening. What do you think? Do you think this is all something to play into, or if this is just Earth being the Earth? I mean, I truly think that the Earth gets hot. We have our days, we have our years, but I still think there's a little weather going on.
Mm-hmm. And the way that man was talking about the orchards in Pennsylvania, it kind of struck me that way.
I mean, you look at what Mark and I were talking about the last few weeks about a lot of the Mark Green, the crops that are dying out, and the chemicals and everything, and farm fields not taking like they used to unless farmers are. That's one of the things her and I talked about was, what if the stuff that's being put in the air is there to destroy vegetation as well, not like Vietnam type, putting Agent Orange in the trees, but enough to harm vegetation and farm animals that we have to deal with the chemicals in the meat. It's the way to put chemicals in it, or it's what's going in the field so crops don't grow as big and strong without using these bad chemicals that they're putting in. I don't know.
All right. Blue said they're I think it's Blue Doe one. I'm 62. We never used to get the rain like we do today. Very manipulated.
There you go.
So you see.
Yep. That's exactly what I think. I mean, we got just this year and the last couple of years, my neighbor who's lived here his whole life said they've never gotten as much snow. They've had years where, like, I forget what year, Middle Tennessee had a huge snowstorm. He said that consistently they're getting, a 6-inch storm or a 9-inch storm, at least once a year now. That's pretty crazy. And at the beginning, my neighbor was blaming it on me, but now that we've lived here a while, they can stop blaming the weather on me. It's not my fault. Well, I'll be honest with you. So our guest today was going to talk about UFOs and, I can't think of the other thing. Yeah, hold on. And orbs. That's simple. Yeah, 3 letters, 4 letters. Yes. Anyway, but apparently she's either having some issues or.
Which I would not doubt, because of the issues I've been experiencing.
Yeah. So it could be issues, could be the time thing. I don't know, but um, we can hang out here with you guys if you want. She might come on in here a little bit. You guys can throw us some topics you want to talk about.
Hey, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra. Um, Air shows. Jeffy had an air show recently, didn't you, Jeffrey? Blue Angels did a flyover. We had what was it? 4 F-18s fly over the other day.
Yeah, that was
We
like
are.
Wednesday or
It's
so.
weird for us because I know that if you're flying from Florida to Fort Campbell, we're kind of in the line there a little bit. I know we get a lot of flight paths over our house, but it was the North Carolina, East Tennessee flooding. We had almost every day. We had giant, those. Oh yeah, why can't I think? I never can think of it. The Chinooks fly over. We had, I think, by the end, we had 15 or 20 Chinook helicopters that week. And of course, I started, I was like, uh-oh, something's going down. And then I found out they were just for the floods. So, and Sandman, have you ever experienced any cryptids? Can you tell the story? I have not experienced any cryptids visually. We both have our story from Alabama, Talladega National Forest, where we decided that we were going to camp in our vehicle for one of the meet and greets, small meet and greet. And we were going to camp in our vehicle, in our little Kia Sorento. And we got it all set up. We got, little mattresses in there. And I think that was the second night. I know one night Roger had seen some orbs, or Wendell had seen some shadows and all of this. So anyway, I had gotten up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, and you have to go to the Porta-John, which is pretty good distance away. And I was having some problems that night. Anyway, she, as I was gone, saw some orbs out the back of the SUV, which would have been in the woods. Now, they weren't flashlights because you can't really get back in there. And they were, didn't you say they were color?
I don't remember that part. I remember the night before
Was it the
on
night
the
before?
other side seeing orbs.
Okay,
And
I apologize.
I think Patrick Noble might have seen them too. I think it might have been Patrick Noble. That was the night before. The other side, I can't remember.
Anyway, I can remember. So I came back from the Porta-John, and we went back to sleep. Well, that morning when we woke up, we were just hanging out with everybody, and I happened to walk back to our SUV from the back, and on our back window, I noticed fingerprints. Now, one of the things when we pulled in, I said to her is don't wipe anything off. Be careful what you touch. Don't touch anything that's going to, I want to see, people have talked about fingerprints and whatever. So it's probably about 2:00 in the afternoon. I see these fingerprints on the back of our SUV, and I go run and get Flat Rock and Roger, and I forget who all came over. And, we were looking at them, and it really looked like something had looked, the fingerprints were on, there was palm prints. So like something had looked in from a standing position into our vehicle. And at first I thought, well, who's looking in our vehicle? Was anybody back there while we were there? And I never saw anybody. And Pops saw it. And so I did a measurement from the tip of the finger to the center where your little fingerprint does a spiral. And ours are generally 1/2 inch, maybe a little shorter, maybe a little bit longer. But these fingerprints on the back of the car, from the tip of the top of the finger where it touched to the center spiral, was about 1.25 inches, maybe a little bit longer on what looked like to be the middle finger. And so, everybody right then said, this wasn't a human. It would have been a very big human, as far as fingers, long fingers. So that would be our cryptid experience, I guess. Besides maybe seeing some orbs, and she's seen the orbs. I haven't seen any orbs, but
I know when Chad had gone to the porta potty, I woke up around that time, I had the most uneasy feeling, and it freaked me out. I don't know. I thought, is Chad lost? Like, it just seemed weird. I don't know if time seemed weird, but it was alarming. I had a very alarming, uncomfortable feeling. It was freaking me out. Like, it freaked me out to the point where it's like, I don't remember, like something was watching me from out there, but I was scared that something could get Chad. I was in the vehicle still.
She's worried about me.
And I was like, it just was a very unnatural and very uncomfortable feeling. I was like, over time, it just did not get better. And so I was like, I'm about to honk the horn or something. Like, it freaked me out. But then I was like, I don't want to disturb everybody here. I'm sure everybody is asleep.
There were still actually people awake.
But
Billy,
I did not know that at the time. So anyhow, I freaked out over time. And finally, instead of honking the horn, I called Billy. And
yep,
I was like,
right.
I was like whispering. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Don't whisper now.
Is it everybody okay? Have you seen Chad? And he's like, yeah, I just saw him over, it ended up, but it just, the whole thing was weird. It didn't feel real. Like, it felt like something, was like a barrier. It was really weird. I just don't know exactly how to describe it. But anyway, Chad was fine.
Maybe.
For whatever reason, something had me alarmed. But I never got an explanation on that or anything. And I don't know if it was that night or the other night. The following day is when we saw, the fingerprints.
And I don't know if it was that night of the fingerprints, the night before, the night after, when Roger and Flat Rock and Wind Clan Ken saw the orbs going through the woods on their night vision. Excuse me. So that's our only cryptid experience.
It really, it felt like something had a hold of me. Something just felt, I don't want to say evil, but something made me feel kind of helpless. Like something was going on, but
same night. Thank you.
Just mysterious. So
it was the same night. Pop said. Pop remembers it better than we do.
But
but I will say one thing, if I can interrupt you,
yeah.
is the when we were laying in the SUV, at one point I felt like, well, we both heard noises, and this is probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little bit later or earlier, whichever way you want to look at it. But we both heard noises. We didn't say anything to each other. We also felt vibrations, and I don't mean like, more like if you took your hands and did this on somebody's back. That's how I felt. And the next day I mentioned it to her just out of the blue. I was like, you didn't feel any vibrations, did you? And she just looked she just looked at me and she's like, yeah, I did.
That's when we were leaving.
Yeah.
When we were leaving.
And when I mentioned it. Yeah. And that was pretty wild. And then we talked to Mark about it. He mentioned that, with the quartz, I believe it is, or whatever, that could be where that came from, that feeling. But we both heard a thump the night. Obviously would have been the night before the fingerprints, not thinking anything of it, of course. So we don't know. But now if we sleep in our vehicle, every window's covered.
Yes, it is.
We've customized every window. We bought all these little shades to fit over everything. I said, well, you ready to hit the tent again? And she's like, yeah, I don't know about that. So we talked about the other day, we were looking at, we're both primitive campers. We primitive except for the air mattress pretty much. And then everything else we use are tools, basically. But this video popped up and we were watching, we like to listen to like soft music while we're in the house and have scenes on it. Like it was a campfire scene on the edge of a lake. I said, if we found a campsite like that with nobody around, would you camp in it? And she's like, in the tent? I was like, yeah. And she just kind of looked at me and, nope, probably not. She said, well, how far away from the road? And I said, well, we'll say a mile. And she's like, nope, not at all. I said, even if we're well armed? And she's like, nope, not going to do it. And that's the thing, is I told her, I posted something in the Woodwalkers today too, that I'm afraid of no man. Seriously, I don't care if he's cracked out. I will take care of her and I. It's the other things that go bump in the night that might, my firepower might not take care of. And that's what concerns me. As much as, with being on Old Line Cryptids and all the interviews that I've done with people and watching Woodwalkers and all these other cryptid podcasts, Jessica, the Cryptid Huntress, and oh my gosh, Cola UFO, and just literally all of these, Mark and Becca. I know they're out there. I mean, obviously not everybody is telling you their experiences. And the fact that a lot of people have been on multiple shows saying the same experience and not changing their story, that tells me right there that, what they saw is real or what they felt is real. And I who am I to say it doesn't exist? I mean,
yeah. And we listened to a lot of scary stories more recently.
Yeah.
I don't need another reason.
I myself, I told her I could probably do it, but I probably wouldn't get much sleep because me being the protector that I feel that I am, would probably sit outside with a shotgun or shot pew, waiting, just in case anything comes to the camp so that she doesn't get harmed. And then I'd play a joke that I would leave. And then when she wakes up in the morning, I'm not there. She'll think, yeah, I would do that. That'd be horrible. Anyway. So yeah, still looking, still not heard it. Wait, I got a messenger here. It's just the boys. Okay, she's getting set up now. Okay, so scroll down. Make sure she's not in that little area there. Okay, so our guest is on the way. It's the Sweden Sasquatch. We've had her as a guest on Old Line Cryptids. She is, she's got some good good experiences to tell us. We're not going to cover the Sasquatch ones because that's something she's talked about, many times. I wanted to cover, we like on our show to discuss, to let people speak of things that, other than what they're known for. Mark Green got to talk about things other than Bigfoot on our show. Roger got to talk about growing up in lower Tennessee. And so that's the kind of, middle, lower Tennessee. That's the kind of stuff we want to do with our show. So we asked her to be on for another reason. We won't discuss that reason. And she said, well, I'd like to be on your show, but I can't talk about that kind of stuff. I said, what about UFOs and your orb experiences? And she was 2 thumbs up. So when she gets here, we'll bring her on and we'll let her introduce herself. But it should be very interesting.
Okay. While we're waiting.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and do your ad.
Bring up my business. Our sponsor.
This is our sponsor. Nature and Nurture. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. So I have been continuing to release new products, and a lot of them are becoming kind of seasonal right now. So over this weekend, I added my sugar scrub. I've added a watermelon version, and this is the first one where I've added color to the actual mixture.
It's not red dye 40.
It's not a red dye.
Or
it is red mica powder. So it's all natural. And then what I've added for the little seed dots is chia seeds. So again, it's all natural. I'm very passionate about what I do. And like I said, the product line is going to continue to grow. If you are interested, you can go to the Etsy page. My Etsy shop is Nature, Nurture, Beauty. And
the only problem we have with this sponsors are not doing anything for us. We're promoting the hell out of the sponsor. They don't do anything for us.
No, I'm very, very passionate about what I do and what I create. All of my recipes are my own, and I don't make soap yet. Somebody's asking about that.
Same, man.
I have a body wash, hand wash that I've created for an Airbnb, but I don't do bar soaps. I may one day, but at this point, I do not.
Yeah, because if I told her if she starts a soap company making bar soap, then I have to start a fight club. So if you know anything about the movie Fight Club, then you know. How's that?
But right now, the sugar scrub is one of my biggest sellers. And then with the watermelon version I have now, it's sugar and salt based. And the watermelon scent is truly heavenly. It's just amazing. It's so sweet. It smells so good. But my scrubs, and then right now my big one is the cooling spritz. So, with the heat going on right now, it's just the time for that. It's natural essential oils and other ingredients, all natural. This is actually a vegan formula that I've made. So
Don't eat it though.
doesn't have any chemicals, any names you can't pronounce. But that's my cooling spritz. And then what was the other? Salt and sugar scrub. Those are my main ones right now. The laundry soap is really taken off. But I've got other product lines I'm creating. I'm just getting all of the formulas down. So it's just, I'm just continuing to grow it, and I love it.
I need some hair tonic. Patrick, can we ban him?
No.
No, you know what? I would try hair tonic, which isn't a real thing anyway. But there was a time when we talked about, and she was all for it. I was like, get the hair replacement, where they put the little plugs in. I said, but I don't want all my hair. I want a mohawk. And she's like, okay. And then I thought, well, it's a lot of money for a mohawk. So I didn't do it. I just left it nice and slippery bald.
Oh, which
and Patrick, you're just jealous.
He uses the sugar scrub.
I do. I use the sugar scrub
after he shaves, and that's what this light shine is all about.
Create a back hair remover kit. I do have one. It's my wife. Yeah, she. Oh, you gotta give me the razor.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not how I sound. It sounded pretty evil.
It's not like you smoke 50 packs
Oh,
of cigarettes. No. Yeah, I got your back for you. So yeah. I can tell you honestly, guys, it works really well. It's not normal guy stuff, but if you do shave, if you do want your skin nice moisturized, you don't get all the wrinkles. I'm actually 87 years old. I don't know if you guys knew that. But look, it looks fantastic. Not the face, just the skin is all I'm looking at here. A tiny weed whacker with a saw blade on it. Anyway. So yeah, good product. And she's done really well with it. She's got people, she's getting ready to go tomorrow to do, to set up, I think, at a general.
I'll be a local vendor.
A local vendor to general.
I'll have a local shop. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all cool.
Oh. Chad is very funny.
Who?
Who?
I can't look, Sharon. I can't take life seriously. There's times where I say things. She's like, you should probably be a little more. I'm like, but life's fun, right? Yeah. I was wondering why you both look so radiant. It's the lighting. Ooh. Well, I've got all the lights on me. So if you'll notice, she's a little. Stop. She's high maintenance.
I am not high maintenance. That is not me.
No, so not high maintenance. It's high maintenance as if you look at her fingernails. Yeah. Her garden dirt. Did you clean them? Her garden dirt. Yeah.
No, I didn't paint them, but they're pretty clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So she's still working on getting here.
Thank you, Michigan.
Yeah. Hey, you guys could do us a favor. Hit your thumbs up. Not your thumbs up. But if you could hit our thumbs up, I think you got to get there. Hit the thumbs up. Give us a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we are at 282 now. Whoop, whoop. After this show, we might be back down to 250, but no, I'm just kidding. 280. at 282. I mean, we like to see our numbers go up. It's fun that way.
Oh, you're
and
so
we have
silly.
we have an Oddcast podcast off the record page on Facebook. Basically, it's me throwing out my love of the government and things like that. If you've read, you realize I don't like the government, any government. So don't think it's
Yeah. Standing down. Chad has really gotten me to break out of my shell.
I don't have a shell.
He does not. He's one of those, like, he will strike up a conversation in an elevator.
I love,
Ready to go.
It's because it's fun because everybody gets in an elevator and they all look straight forward and nobody says a word. And I'm like, I like to break the ice, and say something off the wall and get them to laugh or talk. And that makes the elevator trip that, not so,
I mean, it does break the ice sometimes, but
I mean, sometimes
people are so like business oriented. They're like, don't even talk to me.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like you see that out there sometimes.
Blackie is an invertebrate.
Wow.
No, it hurts all the time. So
I'm like, I can't relate to that.
Yeah. Wish I didn't. I mean, I'm glad I do, or I'd just flop around the house all the time with no spine.
I broke my L3, L4 area in a car wreck when I was 16.
Yeah.
My back still hurts sometimes.
Yeah, that was we're lucky she's here. I say we're lucky because, to be honest with you, if you haven't met Erica yet, she is a treat. Oh, here we go.
Treat. Oh.
And here is our guest.
Welcome to the stage.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear us? Are you good?
Can't see.
Can you hear us, Suzanne? We're experiencing technical difficulties. Does everybody remember Suzanne? The Sweden Sasquatch. We had a good show with her on Old Line Cryptids. I went back and watched that one today. Well, flip through it. We can see and hear Suzanne. Yeah, but I don't know if she can hear us.
She's shy. That's cute.
I don't know how to. Suzanne, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Sweden? Yeah, can you hear us, Sweden? Suzanne? Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, everyone moved their lips. There, like that.
Stop.
Hey, we like to be silly here.
Yes, we do. We're good at that.
Dun, dun, dun.
I could see your lips mute. Yeah.
Can you hear us? We are family.
Is this like customer service where she's putting us on hold? She's really upset with us and she's actually saying what she's thinking.
Could be.
Hold on.
Can't unmute your guest because they chose to. Oh, you're muted. You.
Text her.
Oh, yeah. That's the easy way. Here, click this. Did you try that? No. The mute.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I can't hear now.
Now.
I heard her in the beginning when she sat down.
Do
She can't
hear.
hear us.
Sorry.
There we go.
Is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear
You
us?
can hear me.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Um,
I don't know.
do you
So-
have? Oh, she can't hear me. So what am I talking for?
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to be right back. Hold on 1 sec.
Go ahead and talk.
Thanks,
I'm gonna get
Michigan.
out of here.
Hang with us, people.
Yeah.
You waited this long. You're being great. We appreciate you 100%.
Yes, we do. Of course, as always, y'all can chat amongst each other for entertainment if you need.
Yeah, she's off. Her mute's off now.
Oh,
Can you hear
you're
it?
gone. It's not working. Let's see.
Danny got kicked out.
Should she leave and come back in?
Settings. Audio. I'm not in mic.
Thanks, Michigan.
This is the perils of doing a live show.
I'm sorry.
You're
fine.
fine.
Okay. Okay.
College football. Yeah, y'all please take over that conversation because I won't be involved.
Yeah,
Should I go back in?
Hey, Phyllis.
Crap.
Hi, Phyllis.
No audio. I have no audio.
Should
Should she leave and come back in?
I wonder if I can do this. I can't. Check your phone.
Okay.
It's silly. Okay, so we'll
She even
try
went
it
by.
that way.
This is what happens when you do live sometimes. I
Hey, Phyllis, are you going to be in McMinnville?
think they said they're coming. Yeah. And if anybody has
Anybody else going to be in McMinnville for
there
the
is-
Tennessee
there is
Wildman
a-
Conference?
yeah, Tennessee Wildman Conference in McMinnville, Tennessee, August 4th.
August 8th.
August 8th, excuse me. I know that what Woodwalkers will be
Thanks,
there.
Michigan.
Squatch and Holler. I like this guy. Squatch and Holler, Hellbent Holler,
Hey, Wendell.
Daryl Denton, Martin Groves, East Tennessee will probably be there. It's pretty big. It's a good one. It's where we originally got into all this at. And we will have a booth there this year.
Yes.
Erica will be
Michigan.
selling her product. Okay, try bringing her in and see what happens. Okay, we'll try this again. Hello?
I still can't hear you.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
I am so sorry.
Have
Hey.
you? She can't hear.
Erica's trying to talk.
Hold on.
Interesting.
I have no sound at all, and I've checked everything as far as I can tell.
Have you had?
I'm so
No.
sorry.
You're okay.
On.
You're fine. You're fine. Let's do this.
No,
Okay.
no.
Obviously, I'm not a very fast typer.
I'm using my mobile phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody getting to, okay.
Oh.
We'll try. Yeah, we'll try for about 5 more minutes, and then we'll.
What do you mean to do now?
Nothing. I'm going to send this to her. I'll see if she's available next Sunday.
Here, is there anything I can do here?
No, nothing you can do. Look, banner. You know, we're still live, Chad. Is she frozen?
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, folks,
No.
Thanks for being here still. We appreciate it. That doesn't do anything. Now she's gone. You broke her.
Well, it kind of puts it into perspective. If
Okay. So we'll try the show again next Sunday with her.
well, if she's available.
If she said, well, she'll message me after the show.
Okay.
So
Suzanne, sorry it didn't work out.
take her off screen.
Okay, we're gonna remove you now.
Yeah, she's not here anymore. Wait. Okay. Let me get a thumbs up. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the second half of podcast Off the Record. Oh, you were supposed to do that. Oh, I'm Blackie.
I'm Erica.
Part 2. Hope everybody's having a fantastic. Hey, why don't you guys ask some questions about things? We'll answer anything. Seriously. And Sandman, I didn't think you were being a jerk. I think it's funny.
I know.
Again, sense of humor.
We can hang.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, so let me catch up on these comments because yeah, that'd be cool, Wendell. We'd like to, but I don't know yet.
What's that? Oh, I'm trying to go to Cornwall. Yeah, we're trying to go too.
That'd be cool.
Mark, I need to get with Mark Green because he's trying to find some information out for us, and when he does, that'll determine whether we're going to go or not. I would really like to, just because I love the Alabama crowd, the group we never really get, and we get to see the Alabama group a little bit more, but we'd like to get north again too.
So what was that? It was William, I think, that put that.
What's that?
I'm trying to find it.
I don't know.
This one.
William says, anybody going to the North NT Bigfoot conference this fall?
And I said, where is that? I don't know that he's it doesn't look like.
Hey, Blues
There we
Doctor.
go.
Oh, where's it at?
Ah,
What room of house y'all in? We are actually in our kitchen/dining room. What do you think about the recent Bigfoot sightings in Ohio? I think it's pretty, I talk rarely, but with Bigfoot Bud and just the stories I'm reading coming out of Ohio is it's pretty wild to me. I grew up in Ohio, but I grew up in Dayton, Ohio, and we do have some parks around there. And I can tell you that I've been through those parks. I used to run. There was a time in my life when I ran.
no, me too.
But those times don't happen anymore. But I used to run all the time through our parks around Dayton, and her and I would go for hikes. But tell you what, Eastern Tennessee sounds like Eastern Ohio and Middle Ohio sound like the place to be. I'd love to get up there and do some camping. I know I've talked with Bud about going hunting up there and maybe doing some of that, hiking through the woods and see if we can find anything up there. But yeah, I think more people are just starting to talk about it, to be honest with you. Before, if you'd have gone to a news place and said you saw Bigfoot, you'd have been, listed as crazy and nobody believe you, anything you said anymore. You'd be the old guy in the town, which is something I'm aiming for. When I walk into our town someday, I want people to go, don't talk to him. He's a big conspiracy theory guy. But yeah,
Here it is.
I think it's very interesting.
New York Bigfoot Conference.
Okay.
October 3rd. Something else is happening October 3rd. I can't remember what I just know that date sticks out. But
well, Wendell just talked about
is Cornwallis?
Cornwallis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doug Hycheck, Mariah Mayer, and Lauren Coleman. See, every time we do a show or every time I'm on a show, I learn about so many new speakers or people. New York is too far for old folks. I'm glad you said it, Phil.
That's funny.
Because, when we went and saw Jerry and Jeff in Maryland, we flew there. We went to New Orleans for day and night. And then from there, we flew up to Boston. And went cruised around Boston. And we didn't really cruise around. We hung out in Boston, then went up to Salem.
Oh, Salem was cool. Boston, not a fan. Salem was awesome.
Yeah, I would love to do like some of the ghost tours up in Salem. I think that's what I'm really like looking into now is more UFO and ghost. I don't think I'll ever, and maybe this is the attitude I should go in with Bigfoot, is that I don't think I'll ever see Bigfoot. It's neat having the fingerprint experience, but now that I'm saying that, maybe something will happen. I don't know. But I'm really into the paranormal type stuff. I've seen, I've had, you guys know my case of sleep paralysis, and she's had the, actually, we'll be talking about this on a show on August 4th, because that's what August 4th is, the Coley UF show.
Oh, that's right.
Coley UF show. The Coley UFO show we will be on with Pops on August 4th. So check that out. It's a good show. We like to watch Coley.
Yeah, that's a fun show. I haven't learned yet what all different names her shows go by, but anything she does is cool.
Yeah.
I know she has certain shows, certain nights, but it's all interesting, and she has great guests and great moderator, Pops.
Well, everybody knows, and I'll throw you under the bus again, Pops. Every podcast I go to, Pops is there, and he's moderator. And it's so funny because the other night I tried to hit, I think 3 shows at once. I was trying to go in and out of chat, and each one Pops was saying, "Hey, Blackie, hey, Blackie." I was like, man, he's like, "Oh, I'm on like 5 more or something like that." Like, good God, I can't
Just
keep
another
up.
day for Pops.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up in chat, and I can't keep up in chat. So mad props to the Pops. Ooh, mad props to the Pops. I like that T-shirt right there. Something I can announce real quick. You stay here. I'm going to be right back. Stay.
Ew. All right, kids. Let's see.
So this is the first time we'll throw this out here. I haven't gotten them yet, but this is the pre. We will be having. This is not my shirt. This is the new Oddcast Podcast Off the Record T-shirt. It's our emblem. We will be having these probably later this week. They'll be in, and we'll take them to McMinnville. If anybody wants to pre-order, that would be fine.
Hey, thanks, William.
They are, I think we're gonna 25. So if you order it, we'll set up something where we can use Venmo or something like that. And of course you have to give us your address and all of that crazy stuff. So if you're interested, along the bottom of the screen here, where it's scrolling across, I sound like an old man scrolling across this modern television stuff here. But across the bottom of the screen, email us at ocpotr@yahoo.com. If you're interested, let us know a size. This is a XX. We have a few XXX coming in, but mostly extra large, some medium, and a few small. I need to get an idea if you do want one here soon, because I got to watch my numbers for when we go to McMinnville. So
yeah, we're just coming up with a list of who will be going to the McMinnville Festival, McMinnville Conference, and we could give it to them then to avoid, a shipping cost, or if they want it sooner, or they're not going, obviously.
It's funny when we started designing the T-shirts.
Michigan wants his sign.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I used to sign for a while. I was signing on a weekend. I'd sign around, on poster nights, sign about 500 autographs. So nobody can understand my name and my handwriting because I just wrote like a line. So Erica can sign my name now.
What?
When you sign things for me, you sign them for me, and you just put scribble, because that's about what it looks like. Anyway, so what we'll do is, we get an idea of what, and then when they come in, we can mail some out, and then some of them might have to be on a second order. We can just, this was just a kind of a test run to see how things go. But I've worn the shirt, not this one, but we've worn them multiple times. They've been washed multiple times.
Yep.
They do not shrink. They are, I believe, Gildan, which is probably my favorite T-shirts. And I believe they're pre-shrunk. They didn't fade. The emblem hasn't faded. So I was really happy with it. And yeah, so if you're interested, let us know. We'd appreciate it. And really, honestly, most of the proceeds from this are going to go back into the show for us to do more stuff with, to, try to learn how to use a computer, maybe take some computer classes and editing classes. Anyway, we've had a lot of compliments on our emblem, and we thought we would make some t-shirts for people. And
yeah, we were thoroughly happy with how they turned out. So.
And then from there, we're going to go. I know we talked about maybe some cups, or there's just other things we're looking at in the future.
Maybe over time.
Over time, yeah, not now. Right now, I'm just. Oh, and with every shirt that's ordered, every shirt that gets ordered.
Drum roll, please.
Oh.
Hey. Is Coley in the house?
Yeah, Coley. We have every shirt order gets free sticker. You can
they're
have
nice. These are the matte stickers. It's such a good finish.
Well, this is John sticker. This is Matt sticker. Anyway.
Of course, he's got to name them.
Yeah. This is our older one,
Ooh.
the green and yellow. And then our new sticker is, of course, the purple and neon green.
Yes, you can see the logo in the top
In
corner.
McMinnville, these will be for sale unless you buy a shirt, then you get one for free.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, things cost money.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
True.
Well, I mean, that's good because in socialism, and we don't want socialism. Anyway. Oh, thank you.
Danny got kicked out
Danny,
again.
are you sure you're not?
Second time or third time?
Danny, you need to watch your language because
two.
Gary's kicking you out, brother. It's not me. Anyway, Coley, we were just telling people about your show a little bit ago, that we will be there August 4th.
Yes.
And that they need to check out your show.
Yeah. SNX Radio is what she's popping up as here.
And Coley UFO. And it's fun because, she starts the show 15 minutes early with music. And we're usually, I wouldn't say dancing around the house.
The songs are catchy.
Yeah.
Like it's stuck in her head.
And the topics she has are everything. And that's what's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly suggest you check it out.
Yeah.
If you haven't. So yeah, as you guys know, our guest had some technical issues. So we are winging this. If you have anything you want to talk about or any questions for us, we'd love to answer them. We are at 1 hour and 3 minutes. We'd like to go 1 hour 15. Unless we hop a topic, and then we'll go 1 hour 16.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to add the lightning video again.
Oh, here's our lightning again.
Just because it's so cool.
Fire. Do it again.
Crazy.
Do it again.
Yeah, that was pretty neat to see. Okay.
See what John Lamb said.
Did I see? Yep, we have John Lamb.
John
here.
Lamb. Chad, just don't
21 Bigfoot t-shirts.
Nice. That's a very good collection.
Awesome.
Well, the good thing about our shirts is if you watch our show, when we talked about starting a show, I didn't want to be like everybody. And I don't mean, this is not a put down. I didn't want to be a solely cryptid show. I didn't want to be a UFO show. I didn't want to be just a conspiracy theory show. I wanted to talk about whatever the hell was on my mind for the night, or on her mind, like we did the gardening shows. We wanted to keep it different so that we could, get more people in to enjoy what we talk about. My favorite shows were the weather manipulation show and her gardening show and camping for beginners. I guess I have a few. Camping for beginners and conspiracy theories are always my favorite. But I don't know. I'm getting the shirt out again, but those were my favorite types of shows, but we wanted to be different. So having people on like Mark Green and Roger to give them something else rather than what they talk about on every other show, we wanted to have give everybody the ability to just whatever. I don't care if it's garden stuff. If Flat Rock wants to come on and talk about gardening, that would be great. I wouldn't care. I mean, it's something different than what he has to, discuss all the time. Not that he doesn't enjoy it, but
Michigan Sandman, the pajama pants. I think that Mary Fabian had some, and
She did.
I think that was like one of the last things to sell from her collection. But I'm sure there are still plenty out there. Do you want to tell that Walmart story from yesterday?
Walmart story. Remind me.
At Walmart.
Oh, yeah. So, we did a show on coincidences. And, if it was like a glitch in the matrix, I totally believe it is. But here's an ironic thing. Yesterday, in our small town of just over 2,000 people, we have a Walmart. It's a smaller Walmart than most Walmarts. Hi, Hillary. So this gentleman and his son are pushing their carts around, or their cart around, and Erica and I are pushing the cart around. And it's like we go down an aisle and like they cut us off. Like, oh, sorry. Okay. Go to the next aisle. 5 minutes later, we're somewhere else. Go through the aisle. He cuts us off again. He's like, oh, sorry. And then we run into him and he makes this comment, hey, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. And I just looked at Erica and
it was so random that
I looked at it,
anyone
would
like, say that.
Why would you say you're from Dayton, Ohio? And he says, because I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
He just said it out of nowhere.
And he said, well, that's something I do when I see somebody over and over and over. I might as well get to know you. I was telling you I was from Dayton, Ohio. I said, do you want to know the really weird thing? He said, what's that? I said, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. And we carried on a conversation, and he actually lives in the town right next to where her and I lived in West Milton, Ohio.
It was wild.
So
it was so unexpected.
His wife worked directly across the street from where we lived. It was like, that is a crazy coincidence in this small town.
But the crazy thing is, if he would have never said that, which was just so weird that he did, but if he would have never said that, it was so wild.
And then we talked, he's like, of course, me being me, I was like, here's our business card, feel free to get a hold of me. And Cleve isn't the real deal. Yeah. I said, get a hold of us sometime. We'd love to talk and, just kind of hang out if you're ever down here again. And because they're coming to see family. And I said, we have a podcast, feel free to listen to it. It's about everything and anything. I said, in fact, we did a show on coincidences. And he said, what do you think about the man on the moon? And I said, what man on the moon? And we got into that conversation and started going through all the conspiracy issues with that. And I was like, this guy obviously gets it. He knows what's going on. And we talked for about 20 minutes on that.
Bimora, what do you think about that, though? I mean, that's very unusual, in my opinion.
My mom said something that, what's that 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or something like that, where you're like 6 people or 8 people away from knowing somebody.
Oh.
Like if you took everybody on our street or 8 people off our street, they might know somebody we know that's not one of these people.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but go ahead.
He says that when he travels, he sees people that are from that same area. Like, I guess eventually finds out that they're from that same area. That's very interesting. Now, at the same time, I will say, when we lived in Dayton, that population would mostly flock to Lake Cumberland or what's the other?
Norris Lake.
Norris Lake.
Yeah.
So anytime you were at work, what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to the lake.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I could just picture in my mind, all these people are going to a completely different area to vacation with people
from their area.
That they'll see are exactly where they're from. And it struck me as very odd that they would flock to those areas. But I'm just saying that because it was always funny to me. But I imagine, Bimora, in your situation, it's not that way. You're just talking about various areas.
I can remember spring break when I was 16 years old. I never got to do a spring break, with my buddies or anything. I had worked all the time, so there was no spring break for me. But I can remember going when I was 16 and we were at a hotel and ran into people who went to my school. So that was pretty crazy. Of course, I was with my parents, so there was no partying or anything like that. Danny bought 2 Jeeps in Dayton. Wow. And I did have a mullet. I did. I've got one of these days. I'll show you a picture of Chad with a mullet.
He had very nice hair. That
I
was
did.
way before my days.
Oh my God, you weren't even born yet.
But he got very
I'm not
nice
kidding.
hair.
I did.
I've seen pictures.
I had the father that said you can't, if your hair never touches your shoulder. So my hair would, like, I'd always stretch my neck out when I'm sitting at the dinner table to have it as long as I could. But I had to, basically I would kind of trim it through here so that it was taller on top and then long in the back, party in the front, business in the front, party in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And had that, tried to perm it once when I had longer hair, and literally all the perm went up on top of my head. So it was the ugliest hairdo I ever had. So yeah.
Oh, sounds like a hairpiece.
Yeah.
Whenever you
Well, she's like, when I started growing a little gray out, she's like, "Oh, I really like your hair. I think you should, I'm like, there's no hair that grows through here. It's like 4 or 5. In fact, yeah. And then there's no hair on my yarmulke back here. That's what I call it. It's my built-in yarmulke.
Yeah, Bobby, we used to go to Houston Woods.
Yeah, right.
We spent a lot of time at Houston Woods, but before Chad, I lived, in the area for like 10 years, and I had never been there. It's a very pretty area.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we would camp there a lot, or that's where he found a lot of horn coral.
Yeah, I collect horn coral.
When we would walk down that creek there.
Now we moved here, I want to collect arrowheads, but I have to actually get out and go look for them. But horn coral, yeah. If you never know what horn coral is, I gave it away at, I think the first and second Woodwalkers meet and greet. I took it.
Yeah.
It's just coral from about 650 million years ago. Yeah. Yeah. We'll stick with this. This is good. I could always do that spray
we've
paint.
Seen Benno from,
Oh yeah, Benno's been a lot.
Cola UFO show, right?
Yeah, I've seen Benno in just about everything. Well, not seen, it's in the name.
Oh, here's the special question here.
What's a good vehicle for squatching? I'm thinking 4Runner, but don't really know.
Well, any 4Runner looks good either way.
Well, where we live here, I think Toyota 4Runners and pickup trucks are probably the number one vehicle down here is probably 4Runner. It's everywhere. And they put,
all I can think of is Chappelle Show now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that was too good to pass.
I like a 4Runner because the options it comes with it, the amount of things you can camp with them, you can buy the every truck you can. But nowadays, I don't even know if they make the 4Runner anymore, do they?
I don't know.
I think we looked.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't be able to. I mean,
what's the other one? The bigger one that Toyota.
Tundra?
No, SUV.
Oh, Sequoia.
Yeah, they're making those still, or making those again. I'm pretty sure.
But
I have at least in the recent.
I love the 4Runner. I think it's a beautiful looking vehicle. I actually like the Broncos, if they're the sport Broncos, or the Broncos that come with the fender flares and the bigger tires on them. I don't like the stock Broncos. I think they look like something else.
Oh, this is interesting.
Abrams tank. I like that, Hillary. That's a great idea.
B. Mora says one time.
With me and my sister. Oh, you're reading it quiet.
So one time with me and my sister, we're out in the desert of Utah alone, except one lady from the exact town. I regard her as a guardian angel.
Wow, that's
because we would have been deep in trouble if there was car problems.
That's deep right there.
Yes,
that is a wild way to think about that.
Yeah.
That is, man, now you got me something else to look into, B. Mora. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that, yeah, I don't know. I think that dude partied way more than we do, that we met.
Huh?
The guy from Dayton, I don't think he would have been our guardian angel.
What are you talking about?
Well, he had somebody from his, exact town that was his guardian angel. He thought was the guy we met at Walmart wouldn't be our guardian angel.
No.
Yeah. Not saying he's a bad person. I'm just saying he's probably a little more wild than we are. We used to be pretty wild characters. Okay, I used to be pretty wild. There was a time in my life when I refused to wear clothing
Whatever. Oh, parties?
At parties.
You mean from what you remember?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Let's see. My Gladiator with the removable vinyl topper.
That would be cool. I do like the Gladiators. If they got, I know yours isn't, got the big lift kit on it and everything, but there's a one that drives around Crossville, which is an hour away. But the one I saw it was running 40-inch tires on it. Really neat.
Phyllis says Ford Escape. We were watching a video the other day.
Wait, Ford Escapes for driving in the woods?
And anyhow, they were talking about Ford and really how it's becoming very difficult to get, like, say, warranty work done. So I personally don't think that's something that's going to get better. Just with how markets have changed. Of course, I haven't done a ton of research on that either, but at first glance, it didn't look good. So I probably wouldn't go that route.
What was that? I have an 06 4Runner that my husband fixed, so it does not run.
I'm sorry, that's not funny. It's just how you said it. Fixed.
Hillary.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
Interesting.
Hillary's
Okay.
Hey, Skid. I can't help it, Pops. I can't help it. I can't keep my laugh inside. Oh, let's see. Okay, now here we go. This is a debate, or can be a debate. Bobby says the older Broncos looked better than today's Bronco.
I agree 100%.
Which year are we talking?
I would say the late 60s, early 70s.
Because there were a lot of changes.
Remember, we went to Put-in-Bay one time, and they were having a Bronco festival.
Yeah,
and they were all
didn't
classics.
know that was happening.
They weren't all classics, but they had the 60s models, early 70s. I had a Blazer. Never mind.
They, the newer Broncos, I think some of them can look really cool, but they have to be lifted and like kind of the tires set out a little. But in the color of them really changes it. But I don't know. As far as older, I'd have to see which year we're talking about.
Oh, sorry, I'm being rude.
Let's see.
Typing.
What?
I drive a Hummer. Now, so that's the H1s. That's the big boys, right?
But that is really hard to find parts for, right?
I know I think General Motors, Hummer sold to General Motors, if I'm correct. And then General Motors, I think, had China making, I don't remember. There was a big story with that. I love the H1s. If I could get one that, was trustworthy, I would take a military edition. I don't care if it's got but 2 seats in it. For sure. Jeffrey has power. Good. We love your laugh, Erica. I will carry a dirt bike of whatever I get on the back of whatever I get. There you go.
Oh, here we go. That's very specific. I would have to look up a picture.
Oh, gosh. The Bronco 2s. No, thanks. Do you remember the Bronco 2s?
I think they're like really boxy looking.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Were those only 2-door?
I think so.
Okay.
It wasn't until they came out a few years later. Well, wait. You had the Blazer, the Jimmy. That was a GMC.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as the Blazer. Except different name, same company, GMC, General Motors.
Yeah, those older ones, though, those look more like a box. That one you were just talking about, the Bronco 2.
Hey, man, we appreciate you guys sticking with us. This is cool.
I know, this is fun. I like
38 up on the thing now. Wow. Again, asking a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon is yes, Michigan.
What is this? That makes me curious. That's so funny. Who here searches "Will it start" on YouTube? I'm
enough.
very curious
But
about that.
I'm going to write that down because I'm going to do that.
Very curious.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
What was Sandman saying? Jeep Wrangler Rubicon is another choice I've been, I really think I've looked into those, and, I know they're expensive, but you're getting a set package. I mean, this thing is built for off-road. It's powerful. And that's how, when I talked to the guy, he drove nothing but Jeeps. And I was asking him about the Rubicons. He's like, dude, they're already set up. You're not buying like for us, when we were looking for trucks, we ended up looking like Black Widows. And what was the other version we were looking at? Rocky Ridge. And, those packages they put on there, they're built to go off road, but who in the hell wants to buy a $120,000 truck to take off road?
Yeah, my mind automatically goes to, what about that warranty? It's a quick no.
Well, you get
coverage.
When you get those trucks, you get the warranty is done through the off-road, all the off-road packages.
I would have a hard time trusting that.
We have an 08 Chevy Silverado LTZ from Canada. I don't know if you know this. I believe I was told this, that a lot of your used trucks come from Canada. Anyway, so I forget what I was saying.
Truck came from Canada.
Yeah, it came from Canada.
It has an awesome heater on it.
That's a great heater. It's been torn apart and put together. But we bought this truck and we bought the warranty that goes with it. She bought an aftermarket warranty. So when we found out that the gas tank had a hole in it and had to replace the gas tank, and I had them repair the fuel lines, put all new fuel lines on it, we found out that the warranty wouldn't cover it. So we were like, okay, maybe not that. I got some other work.
No, they wouldn't cover it because it was lifted.
Well, that was when we did the front end.
It doesn't matter what it was.
Anyway,
they said they wouldn't cover it because it was lifted, and it's like, we told you exactly what it was, and all of the records that we sent said that it was lifted. And so they're like, no, we're not going to cover it now. Okay, then stop my coverage.
Yep. So just know that any modifications you have on a vehicle are not covered under warranty. So if you buy a car and it's, a brand new car, and you throw new wheels on it or throw a whatever on your truck, just know that piece isn't covered, and they probably won't cover your truck if it's a change. Bigger tires, it voids your warranty, and it's horrible. I have a Ford Flex. It looks like a toaster. Gene, we were looking at Ford Flexes for a while before we moved here.
Toaster.
That would be a great way if you could
personalized license plate.
If you could wrap your Flex to look like a toaster, have the slots put on the top.
That's awesome.
That's a great idea.
I love it. Okay, this is fun.
He learned it on YouTube. Oh, hey, I've learned a lot of things on YouTube, but I just realized that most of the guys doing the stuff on YouTube know what the hell they're doing. You can get extreme with 35-inch tires on a factory Rubicon. Absolutely.
Hey, I'm all about.
Yeah. So here's the story with Erica. Erica is from Middle Tennessee. She grew up in McMinnville, Tennessee. I grew up in Dayton, Ohio. I grew up around some farm boys and hung out with farm boys. So I had ridden four-wheelers. I had lifted trucks. I've been mudding. I've done all these things. So then I meet Erica, and she comes up north, and she rides a four-wheeler. Well, somebody gave her a ride on a four-wheeler. She's like, I've never been on one of those before. And I went, huh? You've never been on a four-wheeler? She's like, no. Oh, and then we bought our big lifted truck, and she was like, this is so cool. I've never done this before. And I'm like, wait, you're from the South and you haven't done any of this stuff, and I'm from the North and I've done it all. And then I realized once I moved here that not every part of the South is exactly like I think it is. Anyway, yeah, my truck, Sandman, is an 08 Silverado with 35s, 6 inches of lift. And she drives it more than I do.
All about lifted trucks.
It's one of those trucks 6.0. When you drive it somewhere, you got to fill it up. So it's like it drives around town, and that's about as far as we take it. If we go out of to the city, it's an hour away. We take the SUV. He needs to go back and watch some of the shows with Hillary. I think we had one on Old Line. I think so. Hillary's a hoot.
Hillary is actually hilarious. That's probably where her name.
That's what I
It
call
was
her.
like looking into
light
the
chats.
future.
Like a Gila with
She is
black hot
hilarious.
flashes. Put break at the top. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's good too. So I get dentures all
Y'all are funny. I love it.
teeth.
Yeah, I saw Phyllis, you said that your Escape gets good mileage. I'm sure it does. We had a neighbor that had one, and I think it was a hybrid. But
My question to you is, with your Ford Escape, what do you feed the gerbils?
stop.
Or the
No, I
hamsters?
was just saying. I saw you put Ford Escape after somebody was talking about like going boogering, and I'm like, I'd be careful with that. Be careful.
Yeah, I take my little Fiat out in the woods.
Because we wouldn't take our Kia SUV out boogering. I wouldn't go boogering anyway.
We take it out in the woods when we go camping. What's the difference? We've had a possible Bigfoot touch our vehicle.
We were in basically a grass parking lot there.
Well, I wouldn't take it out into the woods. I mean, it doesn't have a suspension for it.
Hillary said you were full on road warrior.
Always.
God.
Absolutely. Hey, Squirrel.
Oh, dang. Dang, Pop.
Thank you, Squirrel. We appreciate it.
Squirrel.
Misty. Yeah, we had technical
love
issues
Squirrel.
with our lovely Sweden, so we're going to reschedule that and do it another day. So we're having fun. We're setting everybody up for your night owls tonight.
Are you having a night owls, or you just keep?
I don't know. I thought her and Greg talked about
that?
doing a night owl. Are you doing a night owls tonight, Misty? Before I lead everybody on.
Oh, here you go.
I don't see how apes, wolves, and goats could have evolved into Bigfoot, Dogman, and GN without UFOs engineering them. It's a great statement, but there's also, once you get into this, you learn, everything's discussed. Nephilim, I know with the Dogmen, a lot of it has to do, people talk about their military experiments. It's just that's why I loved getting into this, because it made me ask more questions about all of these things. And this group here knows that I love to ask questions. That's how you become a conspiracy theory person, because you're constantly asking questions. And when I start listening to people talking about their experiences with cryptids, whatever cryptid it is, we've heard so many, it makes me ask more questions. Where could a lot of the people say that they are associated, the Bigfoot and Dogmen are associated with UFO sightings. So that could be as well. These are questions that we'll probably never answer, but it's damn fun talking about it. Seeing one is enough, I guess. I don't know. Do I care if it's from outer space or, my joke was always that a UFO came in, Sasquatch was its pet, and it let Sasquatch out to go potty. And that kind of says that, that maybe it's, I don't know, but that's why I'm here. I love to talk about it. I'm trying to wrangle everyone to find out. Oh, okay. So yeah. But I like the camper in the movie Race with the Devil.
I don't disagree with that.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at people, and how different we are from one side of the world to the other.
And where my brain goes with that is, why do they tape off areas of national parks?
We've been listening to a lot of the stories we listen to. Obviously you have your like missing 411s and things like that. And there's sections of the forest that you're not allowed to go into or fly over, whether it be plane or drone. And if somebody can answer that for me of what they're hiding in there, because they're obviously hiding something. It can't be, I understand if there's a big rocky crag that they don't want you climbing on. Well, you know what? I've climbed on some that are over 200 feet off the ground, and I could have died. So what changes any other part of the forest that I'm in that I can't go in? You would think those would be the types of things they would shut down, but it's not.
Oh, here's your answer. Oh, yeah. I remember Greg talking about cooking for everybody. So, hey, Carl.
Well, we'll be there to watch it. Oh, that's a great
That's a
question.
good question. Let me see.
We'll look it up for you real quick. Or we can throw an email out.
It may. I don't know.
So
Yes, it is very fun talking about the paranormal,
it is.
cryptid possibilities.
I could do it.
Yes,
all the time.
it's very.
It's go ahead.
No,
With
okay.
everything. I mean, you know, I've been on podcasts where we've discussed UFOs, we've discussed, you know, dark entities. I've watched, you know, the Cryptid Huntress, Jessica, Coley UFO, all of those. And there's so many more. I wish I need to write them all down again, but it makes you ask so many questions. You could be the person that just sits back and goes, not real. Or you can question, you know, and then think to yourself, is this real or not? You know, it's just seems funny that so many people across the world have seen these things. You know, our guest that we were having tonight that we'll have again, she's seen them overseas. So, you know, I talked about one time there was a land bridge, you know, hundreds and thousands of years ago before the continents fell apart, and they just moved just like, you know, they adapted to their environments, and one of their skills they had to learn was how to stay away from us. You know, I believe they were around. I believe the Indians, Native Americans knew who they were. They had relationships with them. I mean, the whole giant thing, if you get into giants, there's so many different types of stories about that. There's even military guys that have had experience with the giants over in Afghanistan. So
I can't imagine that.
giants,
Yeah.
it's
No, I mean, if you're there for that purpose,
well,
and they see giants.
Well, they've also claimed that they sent these. So if you really go with the conspiracy theories, there's apparently a Stargate that's out in the Middle East somewhere, and that's what technically this is supposed to be all about. All these wars we're fighting over a Stargate. I haven't gotten that far down the hole yet, but you know, to me, it's always oil. But when you start bringing up stuff like that, you know, I think the one thing I always mention is if our ancestors didn't draw them on cave walls, teepees, in their hieroglyphics, you know, what exactly were they seeing? I mean, you're drawing people with cat heads and dog heads and wolf heads and all of that other stuff, you know, and that's what I always loved. I'm like, if they didn't see it, they wouldn't draw it. You know, the basic man, the Neanderthal, drawing cave drawings of creatures. Their imaginations probably weren't as active to draw something, you know, they draw what they saw. Ooh, they drew what they saw. Let's make my English correct. That's how I think about it. And I would really like to see other people start adopting that, because too many people are closed-minded on all this. And I think there's so much going on in this world above and beyond. And I mean, above the earth and below the water that's going on that we don't know about and we're not supposed to know about. So, yeah, thank you. You know, I like to be philosophical. Don't I look like a philosophical guy?
Well, that's the awesome thing about these groups. You know, we have very open conversations about what could be. It's just nice to feel welcomed, you know, to have a voice, which always you can have a voice here. We're all about that.
I have watched some podcasts, and I keep going back to them because I'm amazed at what some of the people talk about, what they've seen. And, you know, I think everybody has the ability to tell when somebody is, you know, maybe fibbing a little bit. But I have watched so many people just, you know, spill their heart out. I mean, really with emotion, talk about this stuff. Gene says, with cryptids, you listen to it all, take it in, keep what you want, and store the rest in the back of your mind. Then look for the patterns. Absolutely. The repeats are what adds up. That is perfectly said, Gene.
Spot on, Gene.
Yep. Perfectly. Always love Gene here. She does so good. Anyway, that's spot on. That's exactly what I do. It goes into my brain, bounces off some other stuff that's in there, and then goes into its little door.
Yeah.
Tales from the Grid. Wild Stories from the Military.
Never heard of that.
I will check that show out. Tales from the Grid.
John said, I've got at least 5 great paranormal stories for you. Do you want to come onto our show one Sunday?
We'd love to have you as a guest.
Or if you can't do Sunday, we could pre-record a different day.
Again, John, I don't know how often you get to talk. I know you have UFO stories. But again, if you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, if you wanted to come on and talk about canning pickles, we're good with that.
Here.
Check your messages, chat.
Are any of y'all canning yet? I'm sure some of y'all are canning already. I just canned for the first time last year and I loved it. I did the water bath canning and it was amazing. It was very cool. I'll do it again. I don't know that I'll ever own a pressure canner, probably eventually, but I'm fine with water bath canning for now. Skid, something jogged by my cabin one night. Sounded like a 20-foot giant. I can't imagine that.
Keep chatting.
Are people from Germany? Are people originally from Germany German Indians?
That's an interesting question. Let me try something here.
Now, okay, this is an interesting comment. I wouldn't doubt it, but I haven't heard of that. The PW75 also heard Bigfoot use witchcraft with stones to make a portal to go underground. That's pretty awesome. I haven't heard that, but I'm sure somebody else on here has.
I got to learn how to do this better. Patrick, I'm going to bring your picture up here in a minute. I got to get it. I'll get it up here. So her Bigfoots use witchcraft with stones to make portals to go underground. That could be as well.
Aw, Jean got thrown out. We had one other person who did earlier also.
Buckner.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Minimize this screen.
Here. You want me?
Yeah, just want to. Hi, everybody. We're on a smaller screen now. I'm trying to bring up Patrick. Come on. Do. And of course, it's not there yet. Okay. Let's just put this back on the screen. Save it for another show. Anyway, Patrick has a picture that it's very interesting. It's something in the sky. Just took it. At first, I thought it was a helicopter, but it is oddly shaped if it's a helicopter. So
John said yes.
Oh, awesome, John. I'll write you up on a little list here. John Lamb.
Let's see. Hold on, because we got.
Cool. If anybody wants to be guests on our show, please email us at ocpotr. It's at the bottom of the screen. Yahoo.com. We would love to have you on. If I know you, it'll be easier. If not, I will get to know you. Just simply because we don't want another Jimmy Crab legs.
Carl, that's totally fine.
Oh, you're fine.
Either way.
That's actually my name. I go by Blackie just because all my growing up playing sports through everything, everybody knew me as Blackie. So I just figure it's easier to remember because it's like, I don't care for Chad. I mean, I like myself. I'm just mean Chad. Chad, he's a scoundrel.
Stop. Oh, dang.
Friend request. What's it say? Oh, no, fellas. Pray. I had a miracle recently. Oh, yes. Severely burned left hand. Oh, severely burned.
Misty had a bad burn and she treated it and it was healed pretty soon. She's all better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Misty, do you can meat that way? I know there's so many like don't do it, and then there's like Amish do it. So I
can meet you somewhere.
You got to come up with better material.
That's horrible. Anyway, wow, we've been on here an hour and 40 minutes. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Do sleep paralysis with John. Hey, we can do a dual show like that.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Whenever it works for y'all. John said anything but gardening and fishing.
Oh, are
you
sure?
got it.
He needs a break from the gardening and fishing, I'm assuming.
Okay, back to the Germany statement. Are we or no?
Are we German?
No.
Indian?
Never mind.
Depends.
Oh, I'm sorry, Phyllis. I see. I've heard enough horror stories to just, and it's so. Well,
Skitter says, I've heard mediums chat with dogmen and Bigfoots.
That's interesting.
Well, I've also heard that, they mind speak. So, I mean, I don't know what the big difference would be, mind speak and chatting with a medium would be.
The interview about witchcraft and Bigfoot is with Amy on Sasquatch Theory. Thank you.
Amy on Sasquatch. We'll write that down as well. There'll be some new shows when Amy. Sasquatch
Can you
Theory.
bring on a great psychic to tell us about what Bigfoot thinks? Misty, would that be your show? Would you have a contact for your show on that? I don't know about that. Okay.
No, Hillary. Patrick's truck's going to me. You can't have Patrick's truck. That's he doesn't know it.
I love Patrick's truck.
Yeah.
That's a sharp one. I like it a lot.
Anyway, anybody that's just joined chat or for here for a little bit, our guests had technical issues, so we're just having fun. We'll talk about anything you want to throw up there. In the
Thank
questions.
you, Misty. I hope we see you later. Guys, keep an eye out for night owls tonight.
I believe it's Night Owls 1313. If you want to look for it on the
Owls
tubes.
with a Z, right?
Yeah, Owls is
Okay.
with a Z.
Good night, Misty. We'll see you later.
Yeah, see you, Misty. Thanks for being here. I didn't need to rush that. So
That I would not
pentagrams and triangles
Yeah.
are used by witches to open a portal. Now, I do know that.
agree with.
Whenever you watch a movie or a documentary about witchcraft, there's always the pentagrams and in fact, I used to have on my hand, I had I forget what it's called, but it was a six-sided star. And it wasn't the Star of David. Maybe it was more than 6. I can't remember. It's covered up now, but it was just because of a band we liked. One day I will be a guest. I don't have paranormal stories. Whatever, dude. If it's shoveling snow in Michigan, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, you're very entertaining, Michigan Sandman. I don't think that we'll have anything. We won't have any dead air. It doesn't matter what the topic would be.
Well, maybe we'll do
It
like
wouldn't be a topic, just a guess.
maybe we'll do like a round table and bring in Sandman and Hillary and just like all of us die laughing. You know what I'm saying? Chad's being a Chad. Dangling Chad, yes. Do you remember? That's an election term anyway. We won't
Oh,
talk about
God.
that.
Okay.
Wow, you're way behind on Chad, aren't you?
Hey, we're literally chatting about it.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll.
Yeah, we don't want Jimmy Crab Legs on our show, that's for sure. Those types of characters to tell us about.
Thanks, Danny. I'll send you on Messenger or have Chad send you the link to my Etsy shop.
It's your business. She wasn't even include me in the business. Breaks my heart. Use a hazmat suit to pressure outdoors. Yeah, exactly. Well,
Hold on.
oh, we're still going through chat. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't really want to leave. I'm having fun. This is the most people I think we've had in chat in a while.
Well, then why are you trying to go?
I'm just clicking my pen.
Oh, Rockstacks act
So,
what is Rockstacks act as antenna with the symbols to contact UFOs? She would say what the symbols were on air. That is interesting.
that is interesting.
We'll have to check that out.
I need to get more into that stuff. That side of all of that.
So that is what they mean when they say DM me, LOL.
Let's see. What else we got? I will fist fight you, Chad. Oh, Hillary, come on. Bring it on, girl.
Fist fight. Well, hello, Blue Cruise.
I always said,
Welcome to the Oddcast podcast off the record.
Hillary, I always said I'd never hit a woman, but for you, I'd make an exception.
Dang.
I'm kidding.
Lady/woman witch. Yeah, this is our kind of people.
Yeah.
Yep. Misty did say not owls with a Z, 1313. They should be having a show tonight.
And I will say again, anybody that's just hopped into chat here, this is usually what the end of our show is like, but our guest had some technical issues, so our whole show has been this way.
Hey, before the end of the show, I might show my lightning video again. It's so cool.
We might just do that every show. That might
No,
be at the beginning of the show
just
before we
this
play the
show.
music.
Oh, thanks, B. Mora. Have a great evening.
Yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Man Witch is just special. Man Witch. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Yikes.
Most of my cryptid experience, yes.
Tara. Okay. This is fun.
Congrats on getting yourself a real Chad.
A
Oh,
real deal,
that's-
Chad. He is the real deal.
I don't know if that's a
If I didn't have Chad, I'd still be shy and wouldn't be talking to many people.
I know that, for a while, a Chad was sort of a male Karen, wasn't it?
That's what they said.
And then it changed.
Carl, I don't know.
I think
I
there's
think things have been weird with energies over the last whole month.
she's been talking about it, and she's not a
I'm not claiming to be anything or have any special abilities, but there are things that have happened that just aren't normal. And hearing other people talk about that, it's just things have been off. So I definitely agree with.
I'll agree with that. If something feels different. People are acting different. I mean, I don't know, with what I watch during the day for this podcast, both for this podcast and our YouTube page. I can't make our podcast the same thing as our YouTube page or as our Facebook page because YouTube would take me down a heartbeat if I started talking the kind of stuff that I talk about or post on Facebook. But I just have noticed just in people in general, a change in just how people are acting towards other people. And I know a lot of it is media, it's government, it's all kinds, but I think there's more to it. I think, the solar part of it, the solar flares and the geomagnetic stuff, it's all off. It's all, a lot of synchronicity. It's all off right now. And it seems to show people, it's funny because I thought I had tinnitus, but apparently I've been to too many concerts and my ears ring all the time. And I've noticed that some days the ringing in my ear is a higher pitch, and then I can literally listen to it drop to a lower pitch. And to me, it's never been that way. I've never noticed that. So maybe that's part of all of this. I don't know. I've told her, I was like, most people can tell when a storm's coming in by the barometric pressure change. People go, that have arthritis. Oh, it's going to rain. My elbow's hurting me, and
Yes.
they can't because
that's been a thing.
Yeah. So a lot of times in the old days, that's how a lot of people knew it was going to rain before you had bad forecasters. I've always loved the weather forecast when it's like, oh, there's a 50% chance of rain today. I'm like, well, that means there's a 50% chance that it's not going to rain today.
Danny, I just included the name of my Etsy shop on there. But I don't know that we're friends on Facebook. If we're not, I'll send you a request or whatever. I'll send it to Chad, so either way, I'll get that to you.
And Benno, yes, CERN being shut down. That's probably I know a lot of people think that's a conspiracy theory as well. Again, we shouldn't be messing with any of that stuff. Unfortunately, our scientists want to know everything and want to get their nose in everything. And it's funny because I watched a movie.
Sorry, Misty. I get it.
I watched a movie, and I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it was a Stephen King movie. I'm not a fan of Stephen King, but I loved this movie. It was The Mist. And it was about a military base in this town that pretty much was experimenting with something sort of like CERN and opening portals, and these creatures come through. And I thought that was like, there have been rumors and conspiracies that things have happened similar to that. And when you jump down the rabbit hole and you start, I smell snow. Misty, you get in the house right now.
God. We are all over the place, but that's just how we do it.
But if you haven't checked out the movie, it's a good movie. Thomas Jane.
Which one?
The Mist.
Oh.
If you get into sci-fi horror.
I think that cell phones, well, I can't say cell phones, but via my cell phone, I've had a lot of delays recently, but like I figured this week it's busy. A lot of people are doing a lot of, like say social media activity. And to me, I'm like, it's probably overloaded because so many people are doing holiday things,
250th, yeah.
It still amazes me that if you think about, how many pictures you take, how many videos you take, how many videos you watch, how many videos you save, and on and on and on. How can it keep up with all of this activity and not,
How many pictures do you have on your phone?
Too many. Nothing has crashed, and it blows my mind if you think about everybody and their individual data usage. It just blows my mind because 10 years ago, I wouldn't have imagined what you see now on, say, YouTube. And, everybody is a newscaster. You know what I mean? Like you'll see these videos through different channels and you're like, all these people are at a riot and they're filming. It blows my mind how it hasn't been overloaded.
Well, it's one of the things we talked about. We watched the whole 2020 riots. We watched riots from this year, the BLM, Antifa, whatever riots that were going on, we watched. I've watched stuff from overseas. And you would be amazed. You kind of think to yourself, how many people there are actually rioting and how many people there are there to film the riot?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I see more cell phones out and cameras than I do actually people in the riot. This is part of manipulation. With what I say is manipulation to turn people against each other. Yeah, there's a lot of a-holes out there, trust me. But I think there's a lot of it being pushed and prodded into making it worse than what it actually is. Sort of like the one date in 2020. Anyway, 2021. Anyway. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, look at that.
Thank you.
So I think a lot of this stuff. No. This podcast.
That's awesome. No,
we could.
We'll save that for Night Owls.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They can have that slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild though. But I feel like there have been a lot of technical kind of issues. And, a lot of the YouTube channels we've watched over the last 2 weeks for sure, they've run into a lot of technical issues and connection issues.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so it doesn't surprise me thinking about how many people are using for whatever purpose. It doesn't really surprise me. But at the same time,
don't take that off yet.
Was it Carl? What Carl was talking about earlier, something is off. I think something is off. And one of the emails I got about it was, people talking about the technical issues they've had. But I've heard of a lot of people having health issues that wouldn't be normal for them. People have just been feeling off out of nowhere. I think that's all related.
And yes, Danny, I always said, since these things came out, this is the destruction of mankind right here.
Yeah.
This is what destroys us as a people.
It's helpful in ways, but it doesn't do a lot of people many favors.
The information that can be put in this phone to change your mind about things, to aim you a certain direction or whatever. It's all right here. And not only does it do that with the media and all the stuff you get on social media, but it also does it through them knowing what you watch, and where you live. Somebody put up data centers,
Yeah.
surveillance centers are correct. All of this is all for control. And the people that deny that probably work in that industry, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But kudos to the people that are tearing down those clock cameras. We don't need more people watching us, and they're not for traffic. They're not for stuff like that. But anyway.
Yeah, who all is going to McMinnville? It's Saturday, August 8th. It is one day only.
It is a one day only, but there are
and
no, you go ahead. I'm gonna
Phyllis, I don't know about if it's pet friendly, but I can tell you Mark and Becca were there last year and sister was hanging out in the truck.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't know if that's still the case.
I'll give them information real quick.
Michigan. Oh, he says when he gives his zip code at the stores, he throws them off, telling them 90210. That's awesome. Are you talking about pumping gas?
Okay, so the Tennessee. Okay, so MK Davis, Daryl Denton, Harley Owens. Oh wow, I can't. If I put on this, what's up? Okay, here we go. Chester Moore, Miguel Ramirez, Kumbo, Joseph Ringling, Harley Owens, Daryl Denton, the half-inch wrench crew. That's it. Anyway, and more. So there's actually some really good speakers there. There's forensics, cryptid forensics. That'll be neat there as well. So it should be a really interesting show. Tickets are regular price is $50 for the whole day. I think that's also VIP stuff. Well, maybe not VIP. I don't know, but you can look it up. It's Tennessee Wildman Con, a cryptid convention on Facebook.
Tennessee is spelled out. Tennessee
Wildman Con.
Okay, Terry Allen, things are off for sure. I've really felt off lately. Sun flares, CERN, weather manipulation, data center, earthquakes, and just our evil that doesn't even hide anymore.
Terry, I agree with you 100%, my friend. 100%.
Let's see. You know about that one?
Oh, 1984, yeah. 1984, novel published by George Orwell, published in 1949 as a warning against totalitarianism. Yes. Well, they say we're living it right now. So, and it's every, I know there's the pro red and the pro blue. Every politician sucks. That's all I'm going to tell you. The only thing we can do is take a die and figure out which one we want to roll, which is the lesser of two evils. None of those people, you look at Rome, you look at the Caesars they had, you look at all of their leaders, none of them were there for the people. You look through any political society, they're not there for the people. They're there for themselves. They all get richer. And nothing really, you get scraps. So that's why we have friends. Friends make the world a happier place, right?
Whatever you say.
You better say it.
Yes. Phyllis and Michigan. That I believe Daryl Denton was the very first we heard. He was the first we heard, and then we heard Martin
Groves. Yep. Oh, Martin Groves will be there as well. Yep.
And you're engaged the whole time. When Daryl's speaking, he's definitely, he recounts a lot of details.
And Martin Groves, he about broke down. So, because her and I went just out of a whim. She had said something to me the night before. It's like, hey, this is going on in my town. Do you want to go? Why not? So we ended up going, and I'm glad we did. It's changed our lives. First time caller on the show. But yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be here right now chatting with all of you. So we wouldn't get to know you guys at all.
What does that mean?
The fourth world is coming to a conclusion. Just awful for us enduring the changes. I'm assuming he.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm reading a different.
I'm assuming
comment.
he means we've destroyed ourselves over and over.
Oh, okay.
That's my philosophy on that. We've been here, destroyed ourselves. We get so technologically advanced, then we turn on each other and we destroy ourselves, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if that's what you mean, Benno, but that's how I think we've lived lives.
This is what I was laughing. Oh.
But if you've never met Martin, he is generally one of the most, what do you say, affectionate? I mean, he literally he would do anything for you. I mean, there's no doubt that he can do, but he just, every time he sees us, I love you, man. It's good to see you again. And
Yeah.
he just genuinely, same with Daryl Denton. They're just good people.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. Fourth reset, maybe.
How many resets do we get?
Oh, here we go.
We're gonna click on, there we go.
Oh, no.
Moving too fast for you,
Wait.
dear? Okay.
Are you,
I'm gonna write that down because I'll check that out too.
is that your heritage?
Benno, where are you from? Are you from the States? Are you from Australia, New Zealand?
Well, apparently he's from Oz.
Yes. Wait, I wanted to write what they wrote down there. That
Native American calendar
Yeah.
belief.
yeah, I'm gonna write down. Look that up.
Ooh.
Anybody that's been on any of the shows that I'm on, I take notes all the time. So on every guest, also South Australia. I thought so. Okay, thank you.
Wow. The yellow.
Well, thank you for being here, Benno. I don't know if you've been here
thank
before,
you.
but
That's
thank you for
awesome.
being here. Same man, sounds cool. I didn't hear about the fourth resets. I'm going to check that out. Native American calendar. Man, you learn all kinds of stuff to show your lightning. Great time.
I get to show my light.
Lightning time.
I love it.
So
One more.
one more. Isn't it amazing?
Wow.
Anyway, one of these days, we are near the end of chat. The Navajo call it shiny world now. Hey, Sweden's back. I'll write that down too, Sweden. Shiny world.
She said, I'm here listening.
Okay. Yeah. Shiny world. Navajo. Cool. Street lighting.
I have a question
Okay.
for anyone listening. Yes, agreed, Phyllis. Has anyone seen, we've heard about it for a while now. But like at Walmart or Walmarts, as Michigan Sandman would say.
Or PetSmart. Or PetSmart.
Have you seen the digital price tags? Do you have
Yeah.
them there at your store? Has anyone here seen those?
So like Walmart is the one we watch a lot of videos where they talk about the Walmart digital price tags. We've also know that like Kroger up north, or there's Kroger down here too,
Mhm.
but the Kroger stores and some of these bigger chain stores have these digital price. Yeah.
Sweden says yes. Sweden, have you seen or heard or read articles, maybe like locally, of people having issues or maybe the price is changing?
Right there.
Okay. Well, I mean, but we've heard, have you heard that, Hillary? Or have you seen that happen?
Same with Sweden. Yeah. Oh.
Woo, woo. Thanks, Phyllis. What?
I was like, what's this? This is Arsenio Hall. Is that the
Okay,
shaking?
not locally. See, I'm asking that because we've only seen, videos from different YouTubers.
But that's what it is that they're the price literally, like for some of the stuff,
Okay.
and we know this for a fact, they might have something in the store, but online you can get it for like $2 cheaper. But you can't go to so well, it's $2 cheaper online, and they'll tell you to buy it online.
Now, I have seen it myself, different between in-store and online, specifically with Walmart. But we have not been into a store that has the digital pricing installed on their shelves, so we have not run into that part.
So, Danny, do they have that at Rural King? Is it Rural King? Yeah.
Okay.
I can't imagine they
No,
do.
but
No, but I've used them. I've had price change. Okay.
we've
Yep.
definitely heard a lot of that.
Yep. We've heard that's what we see.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, John.
Yeah, sounds like we're about all on the same page. It's just seeing some of it on, YouTube videos. I don't doubt that it's upcoming, but
Click on Terry there. You are absolutely correct. I've met
Mhm.
them. We've met them both multiple times, and they are just nothing but gentlemen. I don't look up to anybody. I really don't. I mean, I admire people. I don't try to live my life after anybody or idolize anybody. That's not how you should be anyway. But those are two gentlemen that I admire. I think they're just good people. There's a lot of people like that I've met through these chats. Danny's a good fella.
Yeah.
Little Danny's a good fella. John, everybody that I've met.
Okay.
Okay.
Hillary, why did you say that?
You know what that means, Hillary? Big hands, big gloves. Yep.
Really big? Like, would you say bigger than Shaq? I would imagine Shaq might have like the biggest.
Let's steer this conversation a whole different way around
What?
this.
I like that noise.
Just like,
We're taking off like a
we're
rocket.
out of there. This chat said his
That's
name.
his name.
A lot of online prices are made and designed for online purchases. Yeah, but it just makes zero sense.
Well, it's funny because Hillary. No, it was somebody else's. Here we go. Phyllis said, we have stuff delivered cheaper than the store.
I believe that.
And it's crazy when you think of that, but that's not the first time I've heard that either.
The only thing I don't like about getting deliveries from the store is, she agrees, she complains about it, is they don't ask you an alternative. Like if they don't have this, do you want this? They just bring whatever. And that's not cool by me, dog. Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because they're paying somebody to do the work for you that you would be doing.
Don said, go back up. Don said we had issue with Walmart pickup. They changed brands. That's what I'm talking about, Don.
What?
What's up? This is maybe he is a mantis alien. Ooh, could be. Arsenio Hall.
Okay.
That's one of the types of aliens. People say they've seen him. Amazon drone deliveries are freaky. No thanks. I don't want a drone over my house. Regardless of what the government thinks, no drone over my house. I don't grow things illegally. It's just something that doesn't need to happen. Unless they fly a drone, military drone, and then there's nothing I can do with that.
Yeah, that's what I've run into, Phyllis. I really haven't shopped online in years. Like that for delivery.
Sasquatch says I meant pricing, not aliens.
Okay. You can tell them no substitution. Sometimes it's hard to find where that is, but sometimes they just do whatever they want. And honestly, a lot of why I don't do the online like grocery shopping is because I have not been happy with what they picked for produce. Maybe I'm too picky. I don't know, but it seems like they just pick up the first thing they can touch.
Wendell says Walmart is cheaper, but then you have to pay for shipping. And that's why you got to be careful with everything. She's caught me a few times where I'll order or go to order something on Amazon. Now, we don't want to use, we would rather buy American products from an American store, but they don't exist, quite honestly. You have to buy, an individual thing from an American store might be that way. But I know there's been objects that I've picked out on Amazon to buy, and she's like, you're paying more for shipping than you are the product.
Mhm.
So make sure you pay attention to everything that you buy online. For sure.
Yeah. I'm that way, Jean. I don't mind at all going to the grocery store. Some people absolutely try to avoid that at all costs. I don't know what it is, but they just cannot stand it. And I don't know. I like to know that I have a pretty good idea of what to expect, or see the prices change, occasionally, or I don't know. I just rather be more hands-on whenever it comes to that.
Now, let me ask you guys in chat, do you think that businesses price gouge or not? So let's look at the economy right now. Okay. We're being told we have a great economy. There's good things and bad things, just like every other economy. Prices go up. How often, besides the price of eggs, do you see prices come back down? They might a couple cents, maybe, not much, but most prices, when they go up, they stay up. And that's what's always concerned me, is that price gouging, probably, but are they going to do anything about it? No. Nothing's ever going to be done about it. They can have congressional hearing after congressional hearing. That's part of the stock market. Anything that's part of the stock market, we have no control over. So
here's a good point, and I have something to say about this.
ooh.
I hate when young folks place an order, then come to pick up and don't come into the store to get it. Then older folks that need to try to come in and get younger or lazier. I definitely don't doubt that at all. What I've noticed recently, a lot of people are well behaved where we live, but I have seen where we are, it's still pretty new, but not completely new. Pretty new to the online order pickup. So, like, our Walmart has a smaller section for that. And I have seen regular shoppers park in those front parking spaces where the order pickup is. And I know what they're doing. It's not a disability. Okay.
Let me ask anybody else here. Pet peeve. So again, we live in a small town with a smaller Walmart. And you've got the people that are running around the Walmart with the big carts picking the products off the shelf for the, what do they call that? The Walmart to go or whatever.
Like the online pickup.
The online pickups. So I think there needs to be a class taught to these people on where to put your cart when you're pulling these orders. Because sometimes these people will be talking to another person pulling the orders. And I'm going to say this happens a lot. And they're right next to each other and you can't get through. And then when you ask to get through, a lot of them just kind of roll their eyes and move it away. But a lot of these Walmarts, the aisles aren't hardly big enough to get, your cart through. And we have a smaller Walmart, but it's got the poles, through the building. So it's trying to get around things. Anyway, pet peeve of mine. Just wanted to share that.
Michigan, it really does make a big difference. I love cooking from scratch. I've been busy in other ways, so I haven't really felt like cooking as much from scratch, but I still do some. It really does make a difference. And I won't get into the topic, but there are people that could budget even more by cooking a little bit more from scratch, and they have plenty of time on their hands. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Patrick's.
And you can make it so good.
Patrick's down. I want to make sure. Yes, Patrick, 100%. 100%. If we have to elect our president every 4 years, all of our Congress people should be 4 years as well.
It's ridiculous.
And they should only be allowed to serve 4 years.
Carl, I don't doubt that at all. Everything is so expensive.
I will also say, check your dates.
That's That's so funny.
We were making,
Yeah.
I think cheese dip one night we had to find this one sausage because it's, it's better for you than, anyway, we buy natural sausage now. But anyway, we bought the sausage. I bought it. I brought it home, opened it up, and I'm like, oh God, now this thing was 2 months old
Yeah.
on the shelf.
I had a weird one though early this year, and it was a can of corn. And I don't even think it was out of date, and nothing looked wrong with the can. But it was like a big name that you're used to. And I opened it up and it was a big glob. It was so nasty. I don't know what went wrong with
Well,
that.
because we know that you can, the shelf life is a lot longer than the sell by date. We've gone through all that stuff with our prepping, but sometimes you get like the sausage that doesn't stay. That's not something that you can keep you can keep it in the freezer, but not the fridge, so it can't stay warm.
Yeah, Jean. I made my own mayonnaise a couple of years ago for the first time, and it was like a magic trick to me.
You said that about
It
tartar
was
sauce too,
so cool.
because that's pretty much what tartar sauce is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so cool. And it, I know what she was saying. It was expensive. And I realized that, making my own is pretty expensive, but when you compare the ingredients, compared to the already prepared mayonnaise that you would buy,
Right.
you got to weigh.
And I know a lot of people here that, have to watch what they eat, because of, whatever issues they might have. And if you cook your own stuff, you it's safer. It's what's going into it, and you know what's there.
I love it because you can make it so good. You can make it how you want it,
Good, Dawn. Dawn checks dates on everything.
That's good.
She's got me starting to be that way. I'm still not perfect at it. Beans are super cheap, healthy, and musical.
That's awesome.
Oh, we know. We know.
Yes, we do. Ah.
That's a good,
That's a good thought there. Definitely a possibility.
now, Sweden, that's just being a conspiracy theorist.
Look at this.
If you break down the price of chips by
Jean. Wow.
That's true. I could see that.
Think about that. Okay. Benno, you said Benno, you said about shipping from Amazon, but probably where you're located has a lot to do with that, right? I don't know worldwide.
Oh, I'd
how
say
that is.
Amazon facilities just like we do.
I don't know. And Sweden could answer that too. I'm sure she has different access to it, as opposed to Australia, but
And she's I figure the preservatives they use might stave off salmonella. Could be.
That's
Could be.
probably how they started the marketing on
Yeah.
it.
Could be. Oil, mayo, and lemon juice. Now, see, we haven't eaten dinner yet, and you're all making me. Let's not make this a Mark and Becca show where it all becomes food and ice cream.
No, it's fun. Yeah, it was so neat to see it change, color and texture, the thickness of it and everything. It was just so awesome. Okay.
Oh, military rations in a salt mine in Louisiana, and the date said 1945. Oh boy. Yeah, you don't know if it's any good till you try it and throw it up.
Oh, that's a good idea. I write the expiration date in Sharpie on every food I bring in the house in the store.
And store it.
So the closest best by date in front.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely rotate your food, especially if you're like a prepper. You can have a lot, obviously the scale is bigger of what food you keep. And if you don't have it organized in that manner, then it could easily go unseen, or go to waste. Oh, look, I made it to the end.
No way. I like beef goulash military ration They can. I think it's Russian or French. They ain't cheap either. We bought, you can actually go on Amazon and buy, and Roger Williams turned me on to this. We only bought one box because we already were prepping food, but Roger turned me on to it. The rations that the UN sends overseas, I forget what it's called, but you get like crackers, you get beef stew,
Those like Pop-Tart things.
you get Pop-Tarts, and this is like a day of food. It comes with a couple, you just pour your hot water in like a lot of the stuff. Some of it's not bad. We ate, I can't remember, might have been beef stroganoff. I can't remember, but obviously Pop-Tarts. I don't eat them anymore, but you can't really go wrong with Pop-Tarts. Rice Krispie treats, Fig Newtons, and it's not bad food. And we bought it on Amazon. It was already 2 years out of date.
MREs.
Well, kind of MREs, yeah.
Survival food.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but Roger Williams said, you got to try this. And it wasn't expensive. So if you really wanted to stock up on the end of the world and you had a warehouse, man, buying pallets of these would be the way to go. We don't have a warehouse. That's for sure. I don't go hunting. Don't even go in the woods. Don't want to see cryptids again or get zapped. I don't blame you. If that's happened to you, I don't blame you at all. I know I'm one of those people that wants to experience one, and everybody tells me, no, you don't. If it's at a distance, I'm fine with it. I don't want one to walk up on me or me to walk up on one. It would scare the crap out of me, I'm sure. I think I posted today in Woodwalkers that if I was a researcher or whatever, I would have to carry probably a lot of extra underwear.
Yeah, I would love to talk with you, Suzanne, on that, on the differences. I'm always interested in other cultures and areas and how they do things differently, especially as opposed to Americans. But just because we don't know, it's not advertised to Americans in a way that would help with preventative health care. It's just not marketed anyway that way. And I'm sure it's off the charts compared to, other countries as far as our terrible nutrition, the ingredients that we use. But back in Ohio, there was an international market that was huge.
Are you talking about that festival we used to go to?
The Jungle Gyms.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved going there to see, other countries' foods, just even reading their labels or seeing the packaging. I loved that. It was so interesting to me. And you could just tell, you can't always read, because some of it was in the other languages, but you can tell how food is advertised for one, but also things. So like from Italy, well, they don't use this at all, things that we would be used to, or things from Ireland, and they would have, foods that we would eat here, but they were packaged, in Irish packaging, and it just was different. They didn't include, it's like they say McDonald's. McDonald's aren't the same between here and Japan.
No, not at all.
And,
with different tastes. So
different everything. Yeah. And so that always is interesting to me.
Food. Cook.
Let's see.
The only thing that scares me now is ticks. I'm with you, John. We haven't hiked this year. And quite honestly, as bad as Tennessee is with ticks right now, I had my first one on me last week, crawled across my leg. But this is Terry, the tick magnet here.
Terry.
She'll go out. She'll look outside. She'll come in with a tick.
Stop.
Now, she's had a couple ticks. One had embedded itself in the back of her head. We got that out. She had one embed itself just below her on her back, just below her bra line. And that's been months and it's still red.
That was the second week of April.
So we know it's obviously she's not having any issues from it. She still likes to eat red meat. She hasn't fevers or anything. So, and they said that sometimes I got the head out, but the saliva can stay in there for a long time. So
Hillary, it's in
Mason,
around Mason.
yeah, it's Mason, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, it's huge. It's where people from all over the world go that when they're visiting or whatever.
So cool.
I know a gentleman friend of mine that I used to work with, his wife was Filipino and they ate Filipino every night. And that's where they went and bought their rice. And they'd buy it by the
like 25-pound bags or 50-pound bags.
Like a skid of it. Eat more garlic. Bugs don't like that. That's what I heard. I've actually read that. That if you eat a lot of garlic, though.
God, you're so silly.
Jungle Gems? Is that what she's? Oh, are you?
Yeah, I've used Yucca, Yuka, and they'll like grade. They'll grade it. Like out of a scale of 100, how healthy that is. There's a different one that Chad uses, but it's for like vitamins.
Oh, apps?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is real quick.
Phyllis thinks hers is wise.
Mine's called Supco.
Oh, Patrick.
Yeah, you scan it and it'll give you on a list of 1 to 10 if it's good for you or not. They like sweet or not tough hide. That's fine. I can live with that.
That's it. Fairfield. Yeah.
Daggone it.
Jungle Gems International Market.
Yep.
In Fairfield.
We used to go there about weekly.
No, not that often, but pretty.
Daily?
Pretty.
Bi-weekly? No, we used to go there at least once a month. Have you tried Manuka honey?
Manuka honey.
Manuka honey, yes. We actually have some in the drawer in there. When I start getting sick or she starts getting sick,
I bet Benno has.
We will do a Manuka honey. Look how red my face looks.
I've got a solution for that.
She's got a face
I've got a product for that.
I have a product for that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, any of that stuff. I'm still skeptical. I'm like,
what am I spelling,
somebody paying to get their name cleared on the app.
Phyllis, I can misspell anything. You give me something to misspell, I'll misspell it for you.
I like seaweed.
She used to bring home. Okay. She would, we'd get it at Jungle. No, we wouldn't get it.
That was
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's.
She would get this little bag of seaweed like this, and it literally looked like this green piece of paper. I'm not saying just like this. And I'd watch her over the refrigerators, and I'd be like, "Why? First of all, there's nothing in it, and you're just gonna have green things between your teeth. It's like eating air."
It's so good.
With
the teriyaki one is really good.
I'll admit I did eat a teriyaki, and it wasn't bad. Yeah. And then you've got kale chips. The best way to cook kale chips or make kale chips, Sweden, is you make sure you grease the pan really well, and then saute your kale in it. And when it's done, that grease will help it slide right into the trash can a lot easier.
Sweden, I used to love them.
She did.
I really loved them, but I went to a doctor's appointment with my dad, and it was an intestinal surgeon, and he said no to kale, period. No form, that it blocks your intestines. And so since then, I've not eaten any kale at all.
And PW, ivermectin, actually Roger here in chat, I believe, is one of them trying it. There's a lot of people that tried ivermectin and fenbendazole or whatever, because it kills a a lot of people are saying that even cancer is a parasite and it kills parasites. So
Bobby, it's off. Is it Route 4? Is that Route
it's
4?
Route 4 and 275.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would go 275 south, go 75 south to 275 west, and then get off at the Route 4 exit, and it's just up the road. So, but yeah, I'm also one of those people, everybody, that I'm not a big fan of anything green vegetable wise. She has the ability to cook things to make it, like she'll shove broccoli in my mouth and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. It tastes, she's, sauteed it in something that, chocolate. So it makes it a lot better for me. And, but I've started to eat, since I've met her, I eat way more vegetables than I ever would.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my vegetables back then were tater tots, covered in cheese with bacon bits and onion rings. There's a good one.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, diverticulitis is a bitch. I have a friend back in Ohio that had diverticulitis, strawberry seeds from strawberries.
Popcorn.
My dad had diverticulitis too. I eat a lot of seeds, but it's because, sunflower seeds and stuff like that. Her plants don't grow a lot of times because I dig up the seeds. Yum, 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 yum.
Stop. Me too, Phyllis.
I love veggies.
I
wish
was
I did.
not raised that way. Let me tell you, I was raised on processed foods only, fast food to go. That's about it. My dad would cook occasionally, but it's been just as an adult that I've started cooking and now love to.
Sam, man, that's one reason I eat a lot of different fiber stuff, because I don't like green vegetables. Those are the little birds. Are they trying to build nests? We have birds trying to build nests on our porch. They're going to get the wrath of Erica now. Anyway, what else we got here? We probably should get off here. It's been 2.5 hours of talking about veggies, good deep fried. Yeah, it kind of kills it. I'm 100% with you. I'll eat cauliflower, anything deep fried. I try not to anymore, but sometimes that's how you get your vegetables. I take psyllium every day lately. Hey, I like these ideas. I want to stay healthy. I'm not a young spring chicken anymore. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I still have that up on the thing. Wow, you guys stuck through us with all of this stuff. You're amazing. And he's in his late 70s and bear hunts with dogs and outruns the kids in their 20s. That's awesome, Gene. I just saw that one. That's great.
You too, John.
The only thing bad about MREs is getting in the can. Yeah, but that's the old MREs. Nowadays, they all come in pouches. Yeah, I've tried one of those military can openers. They're not the easiest can openers to use. You probably should just poke your knife through it. And
also, Bobby, if you're going to go there, they do have a second location. This is the main one. It's the old original. They have another one that's up north.
Isn't that in Mason? I know it's in Mason. Hold on.
It's a smaller, newer building, but I would go to the original just because it's huge.
It's more of an experience.
Yeah.
Fairfield and this just says Cincinnati. So
it's up. Well, I should say over.
Yeah, it's not in Mason. It's B.
I can't think of the name of that place right now.
Oh, it's down by 271. It's off of 71. We've been there.
Deep fried Oreos. I've had that once.
Oh, now you're talking my kind of food.
Oh, that's cool, Phyllis.
Yes, Gene. It's been a life fireside chat. Cook Brussels sprouts, smash them, coat them with Parmesan. Now that sounds worth it there. Although I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Do you add any lemon to that at all? Any lemon juice? I think the way I've cooked it before years ago, lemon juice was involved in it. Anyway, that sounds good. Put that on the screen for everybody.
I also want to reiterate that if you want to be a guest on the show and you have something you would like to talk about that is face or YouTube okay to talk about, hit us up. Emails along the bottom of the screen. We'd love to have you on. As long as I know who you are or we know who you are. If not, I will vet you. And somebody like Phyllis, I just don't have somebody like Phyllis on the show. You got to vet Phyllis.
I'm that way too, Phyllis. I love vegetables so much that, and depending on the seasonings you use and everything, it's just like, to me, that's the highlight of the meal a lot. If they're cooked good.
No, if there's a steak, the vegetables are not the highlight.
It depends.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, burger once in a while.
No, absolutely. Gotta have a burger.
Let's see.
Good to combat kidney stones, eliminate citrus. Okay. Thank you. See, we learn all kinds of things from
bacon,
our fine-
tomato, onion, mayo, cheese on toast.
See, now they're doing it. Fried taters and gator gumbo. I haven't had gator gumbo. I've always wanted to try gator. We had a restaurant
in the swamps.
We had a restaurant up in Ohio.
Oh god.
Buffalo Bills? No, that was the guy that made furniture.
Look how lamps.
He made skin lamps and stuff. Buffalo Jacks, I think is what it was. That was his brother that actually cooked food.
Stop.
Anyway.
You don't eat steak? Why?
Who doesn't eat steak, Phyllis? I think that is a mistake.
You're so retarded.
Smell the bacon burger. Take a bite of it.
Squash is good.
You know the way I used to do it.
I harvested my first squash ever last week.
Is I would take a bite of something I liked, and then while that's in my mouth, put a bite of something I didn't like in my mouth and chew it up, and it would make it much more inviting.
Awesome. You will dig it.
Oh yeah.
You won't be bored.
It's actually an experience. It really is.
Yeah.
They've got farm animals like plastic giraffes to make it like you're around the world, like all the things around the world.
And they have events there. They have like scheduled events. It doesn't matter.
Beer tasting, wine tastings, cheese tastings.
If you miss an event, you're going to still be entertained.
Tastings where you just taste things. Tasty things.
Nice, Danny.
Save for lunch, yeah. I had lunch or steak with my breakfast. She made steak egg rolls.
Steak egg rolls. I did.
That's what the cool kids are doing now.
We
learned it from them. We weren't the cool ones.
I'm an anything goes just about for any meal. And breakfast for dinner is always good.
Yeah.
I have chicken at least. I have chicken.
Do we have chicken for tonight?
Yes. So that'll be easy and quick.
Cool. Beer tasting. Yes. There you go, Danny. Oh, they got great beer there too. At one time I bought a beer making kit. Never made beer in it though. And I quit drinking, so there's no reason to.
Excuse me.
Cool. Should probably end the show.
All right. Well,
over 2.5 hours.
Well, that's okay.
Usually she's like, okay, we're done.
Well,
But the conversation's awesome. I will say.
Yeah. A great conversation.
PW. Where are you from? PW75 SADFGG SG. You're new to the chat, I believe. Just curious. I'd like to know where everybody's from. Michigan Sandman's from what? Iowa? Just kidding.
Gene, it's true. That's also good. And sweet potatoes, I don't cook them a ton, but when I do, I'm like, oh my God, why don't I cook these more often? Because they're just so good. Any way that you do them.
Look, McElorian, check out the portal potty bathrooms at Jungle Gyms if you go. Yeah, it looks like it because they look so small, and you go,
Yep. I know, it's wild.
We made fresh crab and shrimp. Oh, shut up, Phyllis.
Dang, that sounds really good.
Yeah. Gator tail. That sounds, again, I'm going to try gator
Chicken
wings.
wings.
I love chicken wings. I could eat chicken wings well, I like the drums, but I could eat chicken wings every day.
Oh, God.
It's just the sauces I pick are what kills me, because I always go for like a really flavorful hot one that doesn't necessarily burn your mouth, but it burns your bunghole on the way out.
And Bobby, they have a huge hot sauce section at Jungle Jim.
Oh, yeah. Sandman says, let's have a trip to get together. I wonder if they'd go for that. Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of hotels that we could stay at.
Oh, PW's in the UK.
UK. Oh, nice. Thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
thanks for being here. I'm sure your food is way different than here.
Oh, yeah.
Although that sandwich sounded really good. And
Saw a viral video of baking sweet potatoes, then shoving a wedge of cheese. Oh, my. Stop with the food.
I'm not saying I wouldn't try that, but that's not the first mixture I would think of.
See, I'd like, sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes.
Oh,
Sweet potato fries. If you can like crisp them a little bit and then make a dipping. We've had them as a dessert somewhere that was sweet potato fries.
yeah.
With like a cinnamon.
I think Charlie's used to
Oh my
have
God,
that.
that's amazing.
It was like
course.
a barbecue kind of sauce.
Oh, jalapenos. Now you're in my world. I love jalapenos. I could,
Hey, Bobby, do you like cheese?
air fryer seems the way to go now. Absolutely, Sandman.
I've used it some.
She used it every night for a while, but she doesn't love me anymore. So now it's like, what canned food do you want?
I've just had different projects.
We've got some extra Rice Krispie treats if you want them.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, Chad knows all about that. Football.
Yeah. I used to coach high school soccer.
Crab egg rolls. I have been meaning to, and I'm going to write that down this time because I keep forgetting.
PW, who is your Premier League favorite?
Okay, let's see. Crab meat.
Oh, she's writing it down now. Yay.
I made duck sauce the other night, and it was so good.
First of all, I don't know if I could eat anything called a meat stick. You could call it a jerky stick or anything, but not a meat stick. And Oreos, love that.
Oh gosh. What a conversation.
Erica, freezer meals can really save your life. Make them in batches. We're running out of freezer space, to be honest with you.
I
have to get another one.
I am a firm believer in freezing foods.
KFC gravy box.
I wish I would have known about that in my 20s. I'm just going to put it at that. Like, it changed my life.
Yes, Jean, it is a fantastic idea.
No.
I've been saying that to her, that once we get power out to our shed, we got like a 10 by 20 shed. We'll throw a freezer out there.
Well, Bobby, I asked, I don't know if you answered, but if you like cheese, it's a huge
cheese department.
Huge cheese selection from all over the world. It's crazy. You've never seen stuff like this before.
Yeah, it's
very cool.
It's delish. When you go there, though, if they do have a wine tasting or a cheese tasting or beer tasting, whatever, it gets pretty crowded. Just in that side of the building, because that's all on one side. Everywhere else usually is pretty good. I'm hungry, bitches. I'm with you. And you guys talking to John? I played college in
Yes, I love crab rangoon. That's what I was.
Oh, John, I did not know that. Well, there's something else we can talk about.
What?
If you want to talk about it.
Oh, cool.
It's hard to
Y'all
watch.
Can.
I actually had to quit coaching soccer because I had hockey mentality. So it wasn't rough enough. I did have some kids that played that way for me. But I just thought it needed to be a little bit more I'm not talking going out and hurting people, but just a little more physical. Sort of like the Premier League. To me, it's probably the most physical league out there. be honest, I only watch snooker these days. It's only because it's World Cup and couldn't sleep.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't watched a
Well,
single
I'm
World
glad
Cup
you
game.
found your way here.
Yeah. I don't know how you did, but we are greatly glad you're here.
We're on every Sunday night.
Every Sunday,
Well,
5
Sunday
p.m.
night.
Eastern U.S. time, or Central U.S. time. And we are having guests every week now. We used to not have guests. I know our guest right now is invisible. But we do also a porch series where we talk to somebody that, like, we're just like this. We're just sitting on a front porch talking about world events here in the U.S., just things going on around the world that people want to kind of air their dirty laundry out in. It's just nice for some people to talk about that stuff, and we give them a little bit of a platform until YouTube shuts us down over it.
Michigan Sandman has a question.
Yes.
Anybody who would like to answer?
There you go. What's the healthiest fruit and or vegetable you actually like?
For me, I like broccoli, but it depends on how you season it. I like squash, but it's usually not healthy how I season that.
Let's see. Fruit for me. Wow.
I love zucchini. I love cucumbers.
Let's say oranges. Orange fruit, vegetable wise.
Oranges are good.
Spinach.
I like spinach. Our cat loves spinach.
Yeah, we have a vegetarian cat. No, she's an omnivore, but she really, you can't bring flowers. I can't bring flowers home to Erica because her cat tries to eat all the leaves off of them. And we have to make sure they're not flowers that can kill a cat.
This might be the first time I've ever heard that comment.
Awesome.
It has been an awesome night for that.
I will write that down. Say, man.
I love it.
I've got a story that I'll tell sometime about sauerkraut. I'll tell it now. So I was at a hey, Maya Starfire.
Hey,
Hi,
Maya.
Maya. We're sort of at the end of the show, so it's
We're probably being too loud.
But so after my first divorce, and we won't talk about any of that, but after my
This
first,
is a good public story.
my friend and I got a house together so we could, do the bachelor guy thing. And we were into the time we were in at the time we were into the WWE wrestling. And yes, Patrick, for sure. So anyway, we were going to have a big WWE party and,
with folding chairs and all.
with everything. Yeah. I got hit with a lot of folding chairs. Anyway, so that week, my buddy made sauerkraut, homemade. Took the cabbage, we shredded it up, put it in a canvas bag, did whatever he added to it, shoved it down in this big thing, and put a lid on it and left it sit until it fermented. And I love sauerkraut. So when he got done with it, and we took it out and everything, and put kielbasa and all that, and every night for dinner and lunch, I had sauerkraut with sausage. Loved it.
Say that again.
Sauerkraut with sausage.
Every
lunch and dinner, probably breakfast as well. And this is where you learn life lessons, these types of things. So we had the WWE. I think it was a Saturday night. It was like WrestleMania type thing. We had the whole softball team. I played competitive softball. We had all the guys over, and everybody's drinking beer and guys being guys. And I had something building up in my system that needed to be let out. So I kind of hiked a cheek, and what proceeded to happen was not exactly what I thought would happen. So I didn't make any noise. I just kind of like casually stood there, grabbed my pants legs, walked out of the room where everybody was at, went into the bathroom, climbed into the shower, showered down. And I learned from that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so I left my clothes in the shower, and I had to make my way with all these people I had to make my way from the bathroom to my bedroom. I made it, but then I'm also the guy that likes to make people laugh. So when I came out in different clothes, everybody's like, "What are you doing? Why'd you take a shower?" And then, of course, I told everybody what I did. But I learned the life lesson is that sauerkraut is nature's laxative. Yeah. So if you ever need cleared out or you have issues, just eat cabbage, spoiled cabbage.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Multiple meals.
Yeah.
Several days.
Yeah. Yeah, Maya comes into all of this, and I'm telling this story.
She's like, I was hungry.
Sorry, Maya. Yeah,
Oh, that's hilarious.
Germans call it cleanse. That is funny because that's exactly what it should be called. But yeah, so
I'm
needless to say,
glad the audience has heard that story. You never know what you're going to hear.
no, I'll tell you anything about me. It doesn't matter. Okay. Wow. You guys are crazy for sticking around so long. We love it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's promote again before we get out of here.
Oh, the lightning.
The lightning. Go ahead, do it again.
One more time.
When the lightning strikes.
Hey, it's already playing.
Yeah. Because it's fast. It's
Two
lightning.
more.
It's fast like lightning.
It's so magical.
Oh, thank you. I got a 10 out of 10 on that story. Oh, Sandman. I got stories. What's really bad, Sandman, was friends I went to high school with come up and tell me stories about things that I did. That's what kind of kid I was in high school. Okay, I'm going to throw this up on the screen again. We will be taking orders for this.
Wow.
Can you see it?
You can lift it up a little higher.
For these t-shirts, they're $25 a piece. We plan on selling them at the McMinnville Con. Chad played Russian. I lost.
Hillary.
But we are selling t-shirts. We have some now. We're going to I'm supposed to get the shirts one day this week. But if you're interested in a shirt, again, they're $25. With that $25, you will also get a free sticker. These are great stickers. They're
Okay, Patrick.
outdoor use as well. So they do stick to your car and they won't just peel right off, in a week or two. They stay there for a long time. We have 2 different stickers, new one, older one. And if you, again, there are emails down there if you want to. And if you're at the McMinnville show, we'll be there with them as well. And if, again, yeah. So the stickers are $1 each if you just want a sticker. Ouch.
Okay,
And
Phyllis.
all shirts come with a sticker. So, yeah. Oh, you already put it up there. Cool. We want a t-shirt. We want a t-shirt. We want a t-shirt.
Well, thanks to everybody for being here. It's been a really fun show.
And thank you, new people that have been here. I know there's some that have been here a couple times, but some newer ones. I think Benno's new here. PW from England. I like having that. What the heck was that?
I think that was a bird.
The Australian and the English here.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Barbie. Thank you.
If we've offended anybody with our, we're sorry. But
Got it, Phyllis.
grab me an extra chair for me. Okay, we'll bring you an extra chair.
Yeah, we'll have a table there.
Yep. We also had a big 6-foot by 4-foot banner made for the podcast. So that'll be displayed there as well. You'll be able to see us. And
Yeah,
if
Phyllis.
you can't see this, you'll see the sign. Yep. Channel. Thank you.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thank you, Gary.
Love it.
Yep. But again, this is what our show can be like. Usually the end of shows are this way. We have guests now. We're going to try to do guests every week to talk about whatever we want to talk about or whatever they want to talk about. They can get interesting. Our talks with so far been with Roger Williams of Squatch and Holler and Mr. Mark Green. We've had a couple with Mark Green. We're going to have him back again because he's got more to say. And we love it. But we have a lot of people. We're going to get John Lamb, his lovely thing, Phyllis. So, and whoever else, again, we just have to keep it clean because we already talk about things that, YouTube watches us for. So who are the wrestlers I watched? Oh, it depends on the era. When I was a kid, it was like Bobo Brazil and Coco. Well, growing up, it was like Coco Beware, the Hulkster.
He had the birds, right?
Yeah, Coco Beware.
He was at the
Jimmy
McMinnville Civic Center before.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Of course, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sergeant Slaughter. In the newer eras, The Undertaker was the man. And Kane, which is really cool because Kane is Knoxville, Tennessee's mayor. So
Triple H.
Triple A.
Mankind.
We have a guy down the street that looks like Mankind. I told her he cut his hair, and I'm like, now he's Dude Love. If you get that, that's great. So thank you, PW. And liked it. Awesome. Hope to see you back.
Yes.
Yep. Appreciate that. I talk too fast sometimes, and I apologize.
Thank you, Peter.
She only feeds me sugar.
You wish. Can I have some chocolate on that broccoli?
I scared my wrestling coach because I looked like I was going to break the 145-pound captain. Yep. Awesome, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. And thank you, Suzanne, too, for hanging on. We've seen you in chat.
Yep. And Suzanne, we will reschedule. Not a problem. We'll figure out. Oh, Hulk Hogan and Iron Sheik. Yeah, that was always a great battle, too. Oh, I can't forget my man in the kilt, Rowdy Roddy Piper. I'm Irish, but he's Scottish, so it's good enough. But anyway.
Is that the guy that would do this?
No, that's those are the Australians.
No.
Those are the Australians.
No, it was one dude, right?
No, it was the what they call themselves. Oh, man, they come in like this. Yeah, that was the Australians.
Jerry Lawler used to hang out at the casino.
Oh, now it's wrestling. Oh God, don't start me on wrestling. We'll go all night with wrestling.
I know. I used to watch wrestling with my brother.
I talked to somebody that flew on an airplane with Andre the Giant, and they said, you won't believe he took up all 3 seats on one side. They had to, he's that big.
I remember seeing those pictures where he was holding a can. I don't know if it was a can of beer or Coke or whatever, but it was so tiny. Even Steve Austin, he had bigger hands.
No, Stone Cold was the man. Yeah. Yeah.
I used to get so tired of hearing about him, but then a few years ago, I listened to like him telling his story. I'm like, I really need to check that out.
A lot of those wrestlers, I mean, even Undertakers, they got some great, not just wrestling stories, life outside of wrestling stories too.
It was just like all the marketing and all the merchandise back then. You know, I was like in high school and it just was like, whatever. I didn't have a favorite then. I just watched it. But yeah, after hearing more about his story, I'm like,
it was always amazing to me how many people were like, you know, so into it and that it was so real. And you're like, look, it's not real, but these dudes are athletes, man. The stuff they do on them ropes, these guys are athletes. Even back in the day, I mean, when these guys were monsters, you know, nowadays when I see, like I ran into Al Snow, he was from I believe from Vandalia, Ohio, and we lived right next to Vandalia, and he's the one that always carried around head. It was just a mannequin head, and he's a cut dude, but he wasn't, you know, really probably 210, wasn't real huge. But then I've been around. I used to work at Hara Arena in Dayton, and we worked all the wrestling, the NWA shows, the ECW shows,
NWO?
NWA, National Wrestling Alliance, and worked those shows. And some of these guys were truly monsters, and some of these guys were just athletes. Oh, can't forget the original Dudley brothers from Extreme Championship Wrestling too.
So here, okay, that one, but also what Bobby said. Do you know the answer to that?
In Michigan, we had a famous wrestler. What's his name? Michigan. Oh, Rick Steiner, the Steiner brothers, I think, or maybe they just went to Michigan State or University of Michigan.
Okay.
He plays softball with Jim Doss. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes, I remember that whole incident, murder-suicide thing. Oh, Michigan, Richard the Bruiser. No, I never heard that one before.
Sounds more like a serial killer.
Saw the Road Warriors against the Russians. See, this is turning into a wrestling chat now.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
The Iron Sheik, man, he's still crazy. I think he's still alive. No, I think he just passed away. Anyway, even up to when he passed, he was on X or Twitter at the time, and he would say some of the wildest stuff. Kevin Nash was from Michigan. Oh, okay. Rob Van Dam. RVD. Yeah. George the Animal Steel. Heck yeah. those were the days. He lived near where I work in Florida. I'd see him every morning. So the only wrestling star, I'm not a name dropper. To me, they're all people. But the coolest thing I did is I was at a Hooters in Cincinnati after a hockey game one night, and we were sitting down eating, and there was a group behind us. And every time this guy would get up, he'd bump my chair. And you guys will never see the side of me that used to be the side of me. But, I used to get angry really easy, and I liked. I mean, look at this face. I liked to fight a lot. Anyway, this guy kept bumping me. Well, I finally get up and I take my bar stool and I turn it, because the seats were bar stools, and I turn around and I changed my mind real quick, because it was Mark Henry that it was bumping into me. And if anybody knows Mark Henry, for a while he was the world's strongest man. His thighs were literally that big. The Rock, he was just, I don't think he was The Rock yet. And I'm trying to think, D'Lo Brown. So, Hillary. But I got to meet these guys, and my buddy had them sign a Hooters menu for him. So that was pretty cool to meet those guys. And The Rock was really cool. He really was. I mean, I haven't met him now, and I wouldn't go out of my way to meet anybody. So again, I've played hockey. I've played with some guys that have gone to the NHL, and I don't care. Good for them. I'm glad. Very happy for them. Yeah, it was
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And it's cool because I have a friend, he doesn't listen to our show, but he was a big DJ in Dayton, Ohio on WTUE and WDJX and maybe some other ones. He did some catching, but he's got this real low, perfect radio voice. He does now commercials, voiceovers, but one of his big things is he's an agent, I guess an agent or a handler for all these wrestling cons or, Comic Cons. He brings all these old wrestling guys in for shows. We met, who was not Kurt Hennig. I can't think of his name. Bald head, Olympic wrestler, broke his arm. Yeah. Anyway, that's how much I remember these people. We met him. We met a few of the big wrestlers through him. Oh, Kurt Angle. He's clean and sober, and his sponsor
Jake the Snake Roberts
and Diamond Dallas Page. So it was pretty cool, and it's nice to see these guys are all that were roided and doing things they shouldn't have been doing are all clean and sober now. So anyway, I know, Gene, wrestling is so fake it isn't the same. It's like they've gotten. We always knew it was scripted.
Ric Flair. Yeah. Sorry.
We always knew it was scripted, but it's gotten a little more out of hand. It's like, at least back then they tried to keep it real looking, but now it's out of hand.
Hey, what about that slap?
That's him right there.
Slap thing they got.
That boy right there is my man, Devin Lariat. Yes. That dude is a nut, and he's got some crazy arms on him.
Macho man.
I made her watch some Devin Lariat arm wrestling stuff. He's a Canadian boy, I think.
Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you this. Miss Elizabeth, she was nice looking. Yeah. Anyway, it's the only time you'll get to hear my Macho Man.
Oh, I get to hear it a lot, though.
Yeah. Anyway. Cool.
The Beast. You know about the Beast.
Yeah. Used to watch it with my great grandpa.
Aww.
That's cool. Wow. 3 hours.
You can do it.
We're going to beat. Let's go for Kubo's record.
Who's that?
Who's what?
Oh, that's right, Maya.
I've heard that name before.
I don't know. Who is that, Michigan?
He's a wrestler.
That's so funny, Maya.
Ooh,
that's the spirit.
Maya Starfire. Yeah, I'm glad you're in the chat. Yeah. Good to see you.
Oh, we are silly.
Unfortunately, we've learned because of I think it's Coley's show that it only goes 4 hours.
Yeah,
StreamYard only lets you go 4 hours, and you have to shut it down and start another.
Stop it.
Yep, SNX Radio. Check it out.
Yes. SNX radio.
Is Pop still here?
Probably.
He's probably somewhere else on somebody else's chat. I was going to say, if
Yes,
anybody,
that's right, Bobby.
WTUE, yeah, they still play the same exact songs, the same exact playlist as they played 30 years ago. That's what I tell Erica.
Yeah, I would love to have our friend on for a show because he
And we could do
has
wrestling.
the most amazing stories, like firsthand. He's got awesome stories, and he has a great voice. Like,
Oh, it's a
your stories
it's
would
like
be
a-
even better.
he has a perfect radio voice. Or as I used to tell him, he has the perfect radio face. As for Night Owls, I can look it up and see if she's posted it yet. Hold on. And then we'll get the heck out of here.
Hillary, I've got my granny is still alive, and she's 101 years old. And oh, she's just precious. I'm lucky for every single day. I talk to her about every night, and
Nothing scheduled yet.
I love her so much. I know how lucky I am to still have her.
She has nothing scheduled yet. So when she does, I'll post it on, I can only post it on my YouTube page or Facebook page.
Owen and Bret Hart. That's another
You
one.
know, that's another guy. I think, have we met Bert? No.
Thanks, Hillary.
Anyway, please take plenty of videos, Erica.
I'll tell you real
Yes.
quick. I have a real close friend that lives close to my granny. And when my granny was in the nursing home a few months ago, I would text her and call her like every day.
Yep.
Well, my friend had a relative in the same nursing home, and she went to visit my granny. Well, my friend sent me a picture. My granny has a cell phone. My friend sent me a picture of my granny looking at my message that I had sent her, the text message I sent her. So that's just one of the best pictures I've ever received.
Just wanted y'all to see it again.
Thank you, Jean. Oh, one more time. It's so cool.
There you go.
Well, what a show. It's been very fun.
Thank you all for sticking around.
Yes.
We appreciate it. We love you guys. I mean, honestly, it's like, one big family getting together. And yeah, Daryl Denton does have a great voice.
Mhm.
It's a voice that it's Daryl Denton when you hear it. And that's what I love, voices like that.
Mhm. Thank you, Pops. Thank you to all our mods.
Yep. You guys have been troopers. We will see you all next Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
I'll find out if Suzanne can be on next week. If not, we'll have somebody else. Again, you want to be a guest? Email us, ocpotr@yahoo.com.
Have a great night.
Have a
Thank you
great night.
again.
Big love, everybody.
Love you guys.